driving?
I'm driving.
Okay.
Yeah, drop off the baby.
Yep, just found a park somewhere, left her under a slide. She'll be fine. Gave her some
You know,
gummies.
that's what they used to do, and almost all boomers ended up psychologically in a good place. Okay.
Yeah, except I gave her a knife, so
We'll just
she's
gotta,
prepared.
yeah. If anybody
That's
comes up to her.
responsible.
In today's America, you're gonna leave your kid unarmed? I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's child abuse, I think.
Alright, I'm still eating breakfast, so give me a second.
What?
No worries.
You didn't bring us any breakfast?
I did. Are you guys coming, or?
Be right there.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Natalie and I just bought a condo, so if anybody wants to come visit, you're welcome to.
What?
Cool stuff.
Bot?
Yeah. It's not going to be done until June, so don't visit until then.
That's some grown-up shit, John.
I know. They even let me sign all the paperwork myself.
Gross.
What?
I know, I was like, don't I need, like, an adult to sign? They're like, that's you. I was like, I don't know about that. I'm just a
What?
doctor.
It doesn't say doctor adult.
There's some creepy music we got going on here.
What? No, it's good.
Spooky.
Okay. Yeah, so a little preface here. If this breaks your computers, I'm sorry. But when you have creatures with, like over 100 feet of flying speed, you need a lot of space. And yeah, I'll explain a lot of other stuff once we get to that. But let's start with a recap. Previously on D&D&D, we started with, let's see, figuring out the fallout of the time magic, the bubbles created in Chult, sending Marin back, Lyra unconscious on the floor. You all had to figure out how you were going to resolve this situation and what your next step was going to be. Eventually, you decided to sort of bring Lyra in and ally with her. It wasn't very hard to convince her. She seemed to be on your same side, and you seem to share the same mission, at least for now. You were able to get her and talk to Hrodel and decide what your next move was, all as it became apparent that Seftis, the Unlit, was moving in on your position on the Isle of Chult. Off on the horizon, you saw him flying in. You decided ultimately to get out of there as soon as you could. You traveled up north to the monastery that Johoff and his little shits had used as a base of operations. You arrived there, and you found Terran and Vosner, who had spent some time training with Mel and resting and recuperating up north. And you learned a few things from Mel concerning the nature of the Queen and others. She's a dangerous person, holed up on the Isle of Gunderlin with a whole fleet at her back, and the pirate Gilgamesh, who flies the air in an airship and slays dragons all over the continent. You found out that she has been staying alive there for a long time. You weren't exactly sure how, but she's been doing it. Then you decided to go meet with her to have an audience and talk about your plans to see if she was interested in allying with you, and she seemed open to the idea, though her requests seem very intense. She asked you to find these amulets and bring them to her so that you could all together slay Shar. She learned from you about the importance of these amulets that the generals have, and she did seem open, but she also seemed reserved and sort of skeptical that you would be able to accomplish anything, given that things have been so bad for so long. You warned her about the incoming invasion, and she sort of blew it off, knowing or seemingly convinced that whatever was coming, they could handle it. And at the end of that conversation, your spellbook, Varel, the one you picked off of the body of Valindra, whatever her name is, Valindra, disappeared as it put a psychic scream in your mind and then poofed out of existence before it even hit the ground. And I believe that's where we left off.
Yep.
You now find yourself on the shore of Gunderlin. I will take you to that screen. And I asked you in between sessions what you wanted to do, and you informed me that this would be an opportune moment to that you'd like to pursue another amulet on the neck of Talona, who is currently sort of overseeing the rule of Waterdeep. Any questions before we get started?
We were at Waterdeep when we were looking for what was the secret library where
That's
we met.
Candlekeep.
Oh, Candlekeep. Got you.
But Varel had access to Waterdeep. Waterdeep was a major city, huge hub. In fact, they had the Blackstaff Tower, which was like this major wizard place, run by somebody who always held the Black Staff. And so you would know that that was a place that you spent a lot of time in between Candlekeep, Waterdeep. Those would be sort of your two main hubs. And you once took the group to Waterdeep after the slaying of Arviatris. When you guys came into a large sum of money, you decided to go to Waterdeep to sell all your wares and to buy new things. And yeah.
Got you.
I will say, Varel, for the sake of sort of narrative, Varel would know that, when it comes to wizards and backup plans, there's always redundancies. Varel would also know that, he had access to the main teleportation circle in the main wizard academy, but that place is likely overrun, probably one of the first places to be destroyed, even if the building itself is still there, which you're not sure about. But Varel would also know of sort of safe houses, teleportation circles off the beaten trail that he could utilize, assuming they're still operating, that he could use to sneak into parts of the city.
Roger that. Of course, as we're discussing going to Waterdeep, I would mention that non-direct approach.
What do we know about, like, the current ruling situation at Waterdeep?
Yeah, so this is something you could have gained from Mel and Humphrey and a number of people. So I will say that what you've been told is that Talona, the current leader or sort of ruler of Waterdeep, was one of Shar's generals. Talona is a devil who has wings, flies around with great speed. She's a very brutal and effective military commander. She she has at her command a large number of devils who it would seem are aligned with her, and she is not aligned with any of the main devils like Asmodeus or Paul or anything like that.
Okay.
But you would know that her main part of the city that she runs contains the market square and a number of other portions. And um, within the whole city, it is patrolled by devils, bone devils, barbed devils, things like that.
All right. Isolde would definitely like remind everyone of that information and be on board with Farrell's idea of keeping a low profile and sneaking in if we can.
Should we keep stealth our top priority through this whole excursion?
I think so.
There's
think-
probably an upper limit to how stealthy we can be, given that we're glowing and shit.
Right.
But
We should also prepare ourselves, with divine magics, if we have any, that are good against devils. If we have the capability.
Wonder if there's any way to like cloak ourselves.
That's what I'm looking.
Like if we can cast using the Shadow Weave, is there any way to like tune into that to like cloak ourselves in Shadow Weave magic?
The blessing and the curse of the marks is that you are resistant to the negative corrupting effects of the Shadow Weave. But
Fair
you
enough.
also glow.
I'll take the good with the bad. So as far as our objective, we need to figure out like where Talona stays, potential weaknesses, and I guess come up with a game plan for how to take that amulet off them.
Mhm.
I don't believe I can cast Scry again to like surveil ahead of time. I think I've already used it in the past 24 hours. I don't know if we have another way to monitor things.
And scrying is also my only way of surveying what's going on with things. But it also seems that scrying is something that goes on quite frequently here, and I don't want to draw attention to ourselves by being another eyeball. What do we know, John, about like rebellions? Like if we were to sneak into the city, what is the likelihood that we could make contact with some sort of informing agent?
Sorry, I missed that. Was that a question directed at me?
Yeah. Like, do we know anything about, like, rebellions being a thing that's happened over the last 30 years?
So Mel's knowledge on this is a little bit shaky. Lyra's knowledge of this is a bit shaky. Humphrey probably would have told you that throughout the last 30 years, there have been a number of attempted rebellions. The fact that most of the power of Waterdeep came from this combination of its Griffin Riders, who were like the main policing force, and the wizards, who controlled a lot of the city's politics. Once the wizards lost access to their magic, the whole place fell pretty quickly. It was a big fight, but ultimately, the number of devils Talona brought were just overwhelmed the policing defensive forces of the city. That said, it's also known for having a number of famous adventurers, heroes, and other powerful figures of Faerun living there, and some of them survived the initial engagement and involved themselves in various uprisings. Every time there was a major clash where a fight would start and an uprising would begin, Talona herself would arrive and put the fire out, and no one was able to kill her or even really phase her. She's very hands-on.
That's good to know.
We could draw her to us if we do that.
We could. We should suss out if there are any potential allies in Waterdeep, though, because our last clash with a general was closer than I'd like, and I think we could use all the help we could get. I know that magic is difficult for those that don't have the mark, but maybe we could find some talented fighters.
I assume with Vagral's connections, he's probably not currently familiar with anybody who may still reside in Waterdeep. Old library aides or something like that.
Is there any like legend lore that we could do?
There are perhaps people that you would know that may, like people who are part of the wizard's sort of guard. You might be able to reach out, but yeah, not there's that. It's pretty much a stretch.
Yeah.
Well, if we do set up an ambush and lure her towards us, we can make the environment work for us. I do have a spell that can aid us, but we would need a good spot. And if she's as hands-on as Humphrey has implied, that might work to our advantage.
And my staff can cast Mirage Arcane to make terrain difficult. So similarly with Fosner's recommendation, if we set a trap, we could set the stage, so to speak.
Sounds like a start a plan. Let's go do some intelligence gathering in Waterdeep and try to keep a low profile.
Okay.
How exactly are we getting to Waterdeep?
I believe we're going to use some redundant secondary teleportation circle.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to do? Farrell, it looks like you have a point of exhaustion. I don't know if that's something you guys want to handle.
Yeah, I logged in this way.
Well, we were told that we could spend the night, right?
Oh, Yeah, I
They
think
like,
there was a sense that you didn't want to, since you all have foresight at the moment.
oh, that's right, that's right.
Right, right, right.
Well, we'll just have an exhausted time wizard.
It's
What
fine.
could go wrong?
Doesn't foresight kind of cancel out the exhaustion?
It does. It does.
Unless you pick up another point of exhaustion, and then. So are we gonna try to slip into Waterdeep now?
Think so.
Slide into its DMs.
I'd prefer you not, but okay.
Doctor DMs to you.
You're goddamn right. Okay, so Varel, you're just going to do this teleport?
I suppose so.
Okay. Wait. Do you not have the teleport spell?
It's not prepped, but it's in there somewhere.
So we gotta rest anyway, so you can use it.
Why don't I say it? Teleportation circle. Oh, I'm always looking at your attributes, and that's your like your prepared or your
Yeah, yeah.
favorites. Yeah. Very cool. Okay. You set up a teleportation circle. It's a little bit tricky in the sand. You have to like go onto the shore and sort of carve it in some of the stone in order to effectively make it. But you craft it to the best of your recollection. I need you to roll. I think I need all of you to roll me a d6.
Heyo.
Okay. Wait, we're missing one. Right? Gert?
Gert.
Nice. Okay. You draw the teleportation circle on the ground. Make an Arcana check for me. Just a flat roll.
Heyo.
Okay. You successfully draw the circle in the sand. It takes a while. It takes like 10 minutes more than you'd think to draw it, but you get it and you say, all right, this should get us to where you want. And you teleport, flying through space and time. Flying through space and time, you arrive in the basement of a very rundown building. A single magic torch flickering in the hallway as you notice that you are in a very empty, moldy, gross cellar.
Vero looks visibly uncomfortable.
I take it this isn't where we were trying to be.
No, this is it.
Where are we exactly?
Would I know anywhere other than a basement?
You are you know this place to be about 3 blocks, city blocks away from the market square.
We are in the vicinity of the market.
I guess you weren't kidding about it being sort of a alley entrance.
I'm trying to keep things subtle.
Looking around, is there any indication that there have been people in this area recently?
Make a perception roll. And if anybody else wants to help, you could also roll investigation.
I see everything.
For the most part, down here, There's not a lot of disturbance. You sort of arrive in. It's sort of just like a storage closet almost. It's kind of just an empty place. Nobody would have any reason to come down here, especially given the state of Waterdeep. But as you sort of look through the halls a little bit, that sort of run alongside this closet, you do see, Isolde, some footprints. People inhabit this building, though not many. Maybe one, two. With
Interesting.
the investigation check, Damon, you perceive that whoever's been walking through here, humanoid, boots, but not military kind of boots, sort of like slippers almost. It's a soft cloth.
Sorry if you can hear my dogs causing a ruckus.
We did not.
Good.
Someone has been here recently. Someone in soft shoes? Someone who perhaps lives here?
Isolde, your passive perception, Damon saying that out loud, you hear some movement on the floorboards above you.
I will just sort of like gesture for everyone to be quiet and point above us and look up. And then looking around, is there any like stairwell or obvious way to get to the floor above us?
Oh yeah, going down that hallway, you can easily go up a flight of stairs. You only suspect that you're a level or two down, given that some of the floor above you is broken in the hallway. You can sort of see up into the rafters of the building. You are, on a sub-level, but not very far underground.
Alright. Should we see who our company is, or just try to continue going unnoticed? I think if they know about this place, they might be useful for us,
Or guarding it.
or guarding it.
The footsteps grow closer as they're walking in your direction. You can see at the end of a hall a flickering torch.
I make moves to hide.
Okay.
Damon does as well.
Roll a stealth check.
Oh god.
You have advantage from foresight, so it's just a flat roll. Holy shit.
Wow.
It's the best stealth roll out of the two metal people in a long time.
Is it alt for advantage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Varel is not gonna hide.
Oh, Varel, what are you gonna do instead?
Stand as though I belong here.
Hit the wrong one.
Do you step out into the hall then?
I'll stay where I'm at, but I'll wait for the figure to come down this way.
A moment passes as your friends sort of hide behind you, behind boxes and stuff, and Varel doesn't move, stands unflinching as a figure comes around the bend, torch sort of high in the air so he can look down, and he's sort of squinting his eyes looking at you. But of course, Varel, as you stand there and he gets adjusted to the light, he sees your glowing skin and he drops the torch.
And I cast Momentary Stasis.
Yeah. Constitution saving throw. Let me roll.
Wow.
He, as you cast that spell, something in him, some instinct, uh, like rejects the cast, and you can tell that he is a person who is trained in magic.
I say only it was precautionary.
He says, "Who are you?"
Veral faileth here.
And you see a bit of recognition go over the face. This figure, old, 60s, 70s, sort of weathered skin, long, scraggly beard. Beryl, you recognize this person to be one of these young apprentices of the Wizarding Academy. And he goes, I've heard of you. I know who you are. How did you... Where have you been?
Around. But I'm here now, and am curious. Are you... Well, are you with the Shadowvar? You don't appear to be.
No.
Then perhaps you can be of some help. I sort of gesture, like, with my fingertips at my friends, like, let your guard down.
Yeah, I'll step out.
He sees all of you stepping out, each of you glowing with an extra radiant light. And you see him sort of falter a little bit, almost falling to his knees. This is the first sort of miraculous thing he has seen in decades. But he quickly gains his composure and says, "Come up here." And he takes you up a flight of stairs to a small alcove with, some supplies, some books. He clearly has sort of scoured the city and snagged good texts and has them all around him. You can see sort of writings, drawings, depictions, and he sort of invites you to sit down, but the only places to sit really are like a cot that's kind of looks like he just slept on it. He didn't make the bed or anything, and like a small stool. I sorry, I don't. This isn't really much of a place for hosting people.
What is your name, friend?
Egon.
This will do well, Egon. Thank you for... well, thank you for not attacking us. The bar is very low for hospitality. I'm sure you understand.
Indeed. This is a very dangerous place. I'm glad to know that me keeping these circles in order for all these years has been of some use, but honestly, I gave up expecting anybody to arrive years ago.
Were you
What is...
advised? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna totally different tangent. You do that.
Were you advised to preserve the circles?
It was the last request that was made of me as an apprentice, and after the order fell, I thought there's not much else to do, and who knows, maybe one day, Lyrel, Silverhand, or one of the other wizards who had been gone from this earth would return, and they would need these sigils. You can tell he sort of, as he's saying it, it sounds kind of silly.
Veral, with a serious expression on his face, just says, "You've done well."
As you say that, some grunting in the streets outside. You can see out a window some figures walking, and he looks at you all like to hush as this patrol passes.
Could we get a perception check on them to size them up?
Yep. Roll perception as you peek out the window. You see two figures, medium in size, kind of hunched over as they patrol the streets. Terran and percent. Look at all these crits.
Only good roll for the day.
That's right, and it's on a perception roll that I would have given you with a DC 10. So you see figures hunched walking through the streets. They wield halberds, but they sort of use the halberd as much as a sort of weapon of intimidation and a walking stick as they lean on it to sort of scoot through the city. They seem to be on some routine path, just making rounds.
Do they seem like injured such that they need to hunch and rely on the halberd, or is it just like how they walk?
You get the feeling that this is how they walk, given your nat 20. I'll give you that. They're strange. They're sort of humanoid in shape, but you can tell with your perception these are devils.
I'll wait for them to pass before asking Egon to tell us a bit about them.
They wear bright metal armor. It's almost gold in appearance, sort of strange. And this is what you see walking down the streets.
I don't like it.
Ooh. That is terrifying.
Is that a mask?
Yes, it appears that they wear a mask with sort of a vague human face as an attempt to perhaps, be more relatable to the humanoids that are enslaved in the city.
Sure. It's
They roll
very
scowls and
comforting.
Hello, fellow kids.
Everybody likes a baby.
That's right.
Oops. Sorry, I accidentally closed my
Big
art.
yikes.
As they pass, he speaks up again. What are you doing here?
Cleansing it of them.
The whole city. There's hundreds.
Can at least make a start.
We have
Sort
our
of.
sights trained on the top, Talona.
Yes, trying to pull out the cornerstone first.
She's situated not that far from here. Maybe 4 or 5 blocks this way is her sort of stronghold. But if you start a ruckus in the city, she'll arrive wherever you're at.
Do you know any blocks or areas that would be a good place for an ambush?
An ambush. It's gonna be hard. Wherever you go, there are devils on patrol. The little ones are easy enough to dispatch. Or at least, I assume you're capable of casting magic since you were able to use the teleportation circle. I lost that ability long ago. But the little ones aren't so tough. Even I could probably take one. But the big ones, the bone devils, they can fly. And they are perched up on many of the towers and rooftops of the city. I am afraid that anywhere you try to lay a trap, there will be a trap waiting for you as well.
Perhaps inside a building. Do any large theaters or amphitheaters remain intact?
Well, some, but previous rebellions have tried it. She has no hesitation of just burning down whatever building people are in. As you can see when you get out on the streets, and he kind of looks out the window. Much of Waterdeep's previous glory is long gone. It's said that she put one entire rebellion to rest just by filling the sewers where they were located, watching them all drown, blocking the entrances.
She seems quite formidable.
Yeah.
And you, how have you survived all this time?
Well, it's sort of a live and let live situation here. I keep my head down. I go to the market when I'm supposed to. And I stay in my quarters. They leave most of us alone if we don't seem to be intent on rebellion.
And
Can you
are there
get
others like you?
Well, there are thousands of us left in the city. So, sure, but like me, most of them can't really do much.
Hmm.
Are you familiar with Talona's schedule? Do you know of any parts of her routine that might expose her, leave her with her guard down?
Not really. She does make the rounds, I suppose, but I wouldn't know her schedule. We're not allowed to be out except for certain hours. I do know that one of her generals likes to hang out in the market square in the evenings. Fighting him would probably get her attention.
What do you know of this general?
He's cruel. He's violent. He's got wings and a sort of ridiculous cape that he flies around with. He wields a giant silver sword.
Certainly any sort of combat with this general would be a pretty loud siren that we are here. Still, do you think it would be worth it to sort of cut off the hands before dealing with Talona herself?
I think if you go to that market square and kill one of their generals, or one of her lieutenants, I suppose, she will come quickly. If your goal is to fight her, that would be one sure way to do it.
I sort of look around and look at my party members and just sort of see where people are at, like if that sounds right to them.
The suggestion was start by just attacking the general outright and waiting for Talona to arrive.
Pretty much.
Do we have a description of her? What does she look like?
Talona?
Yeah.
Egon sort of smiles. He says, You'll know her when you see her. She glows like you do.
So she bears one of the marks?
I've never been close enough to look, and I don't know what you mean by mark, but she is sort of a radiant, flying being, sort of fire coming off of her body. She emits a small light that cuts through the shadow. Were she not so horrible, it might be almost beautiful to witness.
I think it is to our advantage to witness this. That is to say, surprise her rather than have her surprise us.
It seems that if we wish to defeat this powerful individual, starting a fight with another powerful individual may make us weaker in the ensuing fight. However, if our goal is just to get the amulet and leave, drawing her out into the open may be our best course of action.
Perhaps if there are others who would organize an uprising, we could support magically through boons an attack against the general that is not by us, such that when Talona arrives to take down those who have come against her, she is the one surprised.
I think that might take too long. If she comes at any, like, attack, would it be easier to just go and pick off one of the random bone devils?
She.
How do you mean?
Oh, sorry.
Like, they said the bone devils will, like, patrol the rooftops. So, could we just kill a bone devil? Like, that seems like it would probably be a big deal.
Rather than the general.
Yeah, it seems more doable.
The Egon looks up at you, sort of says, "A bone devil will definitely earn some attention, but if you want Talona to come, you'll probably have to mess with one of her lieutenants. They can contact her using magic, and usually reach out if things get out of their control, which, given how inept they are, is frequent."
I mean, if they're
Telling you.
buffeting idiots, then
Could you and yours cause a small disturbance in the vicinity of her lieutenant, her general, so that they are aware of a problem but think it is smaller than a crew of, what are we, 5? Lure
As
her
older
out.
nods. That was kind of my thought.
And it was a good one.
so he draws the lieutenant, we ambush the lieutenant.
They expect a small disturbance. Not us.
Could work.
Perhaps. The problem is gonna be, if we do that, it'd have to be in the marketplace, when those of us who are allowed to leave our homes go to get supplies. And I could arrange something to draw the attention of the lieutenant, but the problem would be getting you there. You all glow.
The sewers have been flooded, you say. Do they remain flooded?
No, she only did that momentarily.
And then, as far as she knows, or as far as she thinks, the sewers are unoccupied.
true.
Are there any devils down there currently?
I wouldn't know. I stick to my routine.
Hmm. Understandably. To keep yourself safe. Is there sewer access around here somewhere? I look to everyone else and say, what I'm thinking of is a spell called Symbol. And I'm having trouble. I don't know if I need 10 minutes or if it's instantaneous, but I'm going to put it in the chat. Can I put it in the chat? I get it in the chat. It's not letting me cast it.
Do you? I don't see it in your list. Oh, I'm looking at Terran. Whoops.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Why isn't it letting me? I can't click it from yours either.
Yeah.
Let's remove preparation and then prepare it again. Nope.
Nope.
Uh-oh. Can any of you guys cast spells? Oh, I just did it from him for Mirage Arcane.
Okay. There it is.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, that was Mirage Arcane.
Oh.
I'm actually planning on using Mirage Arcane at some point, so that's good to see.
Yeah, Spare the Dying works. Okay.
Let me see if I can cast my other one. Yeah, I can cast Draconic Transformation. But let me just... I don't know. Let me unprepare it and reprepare it. Oh, wait.
Yeah, it's like literally not working. All right. Fuck. I haven't updated this in a very long time on purpose because as updates come in, sometimes they break things, and so I never wanted to it was working fine enough recently.
Alright, I'll just copy and paste the text.
So it does cast a minute to cast, or it does take a minute to cast.
Right. And what's with the 10-minute mark thing? Is that how you make it last?
There's a thing where you can make it so you're basically making a trap. Symbol is basically a trap.
Yeah.
You put it on the ground. It does a thing if somebody steps on it.
Alright.
Are we going to have the control of the area to set a trap?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If there's like a sewer underneath like the marketplace and she's within a certain 60-foot radius, and I can further refine the spell for whenever a certain type of individual, that's why I asked for a description of the character, to come into that area, then it goes up.
It's a 10-foot trap.
What?
It's a 10-foot diameter trap.
10 foot. Okay. So we just need to get her to a certain spot.
Yeah, like a bear trap, effectively, but magic.
Right. A 10-foot bear trap, but if I do it underneath where the sewer is, and then we're fighting on top, and just lure her to a certain spot.
I think they'd have to. I think they would have to. I think like surface would break it. So like, you'd have to put it on the ground. You can't trigger it through the floor, is what I'm saying.
They have to come in contact with the glyph.
Got it. It's not a proximity sort of thing?
I don't think so. But it only takes a minute, so if somebody could distract for a minute, you could effectively cast a spell. Though, again, casting magic out in the open is very bright.
Exactly. Could I put it on a rug? You know? Like,
no.
Cast it on a 10-foot rug.
Job.
And then just roll it out there, get a rug salesman.
Jab it.
I think it does say that if you cast it on an object and the object is moved more than 10 feet from where you cast it, then it just breaks the spell. It doesn't trigger.
Yeah. It is.
For what it's worth, from beneath the sewers, since we'll probably be engaging in the marketplace, John clicked Mirage Arcane, but I was planning on actually casting it with my staff. And since we're fighting devils, who I assume are flying, in my mind's eye, I imagine turning the marketplace into sort of a giant temple or a church, brightly lit and festooned with this, that, and the other thing to maybe interfere with their devil comforts. But I don't know if if I turn it all into a big giant church and maybe put like an altar at the center of it where you could cast your glyph, and that could be kind of the center of action or something like that.
Yeah. The trick is we need to get her on the ground. So I'm seeing if I have something that will do that, like grasping vines or something.
If you paralyze a bird, then it'll drop.
True. If someone can paralyze her.
How much damage does Symbol do?
It's 10d10.
Okay.
Well, if I choose death, then it's 10d10 necrotic damage.
Necrotic damage, I think, is basically useless against shadow creatures.
Yes.
I've tried in futility a few times to cause damage that way.
Damn. We can also stun her for a minute.
I will. Well, never mind.
What is that, Dr. God?
I was gonna say, Varel's thing's a little bit tricky because I don't have a map of a giant church.
Well, yeah, theater of the imagination.
Yeah. Just.
There's no accounting for us now.
True.
I know that's the hard part about doing level 20.
High-powered and unhinged.
And unpreppable.
Yeah. So we could stun her, and then during that minute, which is a long time, we can do our damnedest to take the amulet. We don't necessarily even have to kill her.
I could teleport her.
It's like a game of flag football.
True. Capture the flag.
We just have to take the amulet, right?
Steal the necklace, then run like hell.
Yeah. We could be a little underhanded.
This does beg the metaphysical question of, can she be resurrected? Because she's a devil, and they have different rules.
So,
If devils die, don't they go back to whatever hell realm they're from? You have to like kill them there to actually kill them.
But Asmodeus is like chilling up in his crib, so I don't know. Could be like different.
So, you do know Talona. There's no report of anyone having killed Talona.
So, like, if we can take her out, this might be the first legitimate damage we've done to the Shadow.
A victory for the rebellion.
I like it.
Then we got to recruit children to be Jedis next.
Oh my god.
Yeah, step 2 is always child soldiers.
I mean, Johoff had a great idea. Mythalar and Mountain Keep.
This party is unraveling.
Yeah, this is too much. We've gone over the edge.
Yeah, it is now Star Wars.
So we're in the marketplace, and Talona's showing up.
Yep. We're going to stun her.
Okay, back up. I've lost the thread. The thread is gone. We are attacking a general.
Uh-huh.
using our allies, not revealing they're there. The general is gonna ping Talona and be like, these fucking, resistance people are at it again. Talona shows up to deal with them. Surprise, it's Bear Squad.
I thought we were gonna surprise the general, because the general could probably handle, like, our old friend and his 3 friends. Like, we're not just gonna go there to watch Egon get slaughtered.
True.
Egon did state the generals are quite inept. Whether that is an accurate representation of all their skill or not remains to be seen.
I assumed
If
inept
we need to
relative,
step in, we can.
not relative to the old guy who's been hiding for 30 years. No offense.
One
He
of us could
winces.
assist.
That's true. Could be surprise. Bear Squad is a multitude. At any rate, no, we won't let Egon get slaughtered. And if we need to step in, we can. But ideally, that first ping that goes to Talona is just like, it's these fucks again. And then hopefully we kill him before he reveals that actually there's like a shit ton of us.
But he'll have to reveal there's a shit ton of us in order to get her to come.
Or at least
Maybe.
Or at least some of us.
Some sort of threat.
another creature illuminated like us ought to be enough to draw attention. I don't believe Talona's seen another like herself in some time.
One glowing robot.
Yeah, we just send Damon out there to solve all of our problems.
Sounds good to me. That's a threat.
I will delight in making Talona's acquaintance. However, I feel I must point out, regardless of what happens, unless we can conclusively end the oppression of Waterdeep, it does seem like we are asking at least Egon and whoever helped him to sacrifice their lives for this cause.
I'm sorry, unless we do what?
Unless we can conclusively end the oppression in Waterdeep, that is, kill Talona and make sure that anyone else who comes here will be likewise dispatched. Whatever resistance band we ask for help will likely be targeted and put down when we are absent.
That's true.
True. So we have to kill Talona. Otherwise, Talona's definitely
No,
gonna
it's
kill
not
someone.
just we have to kill Talona. We have to, like, legit liberate Waterdeep.
Oh my god.
Or else Egon will survive this fight and be targeted by devils for, like, 3 weeks. And then...
All I want is a necklace.
Do you know the size of Talona's forces, Egon?
They're scattered out throughout the city. If you wait long enough, there will be hundreds of devils. But she's faster than all of them, so I'm sure you'll see her before you see most of her forces.
So we gotta get in. Would it be better to just, like, straight up frontal assault on the lieutenant?
Well, I think the goal number 1 is really we have to get the amulet, whether we kill her or not.
Yeah.
So, apart from that, that's what we have to do. Killing her is right, just barely underneath that. But we really need to get the amulet as best and as quickly as possible. So, doing a little underhanded thing, and as soon as we get it in our possession, if the situation allows, then we could finish the job. But we have to get the amulet and the amulet out and away.
Yeah. I was talking about drawing her out. Would it be better to just do a frontal assault on the lieutenant? Hopefully he doesn't last long.
I suppose it is perhaps worth taking comfort in the fact that if we are successful in our ultimate quest, this entire timeline is moot anyway. So protecting a few oppressed peoples here in Waterdeep may be unworth our efforts.
He looks at you completely confused.
Let's not explain ourselves.
What was that?
Our goals here extend beyond what you can see and hear.
Oh, okay. Look, I'm willing to draw the attention and stir up some shit in the market. If that's enough of an opening for you guys to take a shot at one of Talona's lieutenants, then perfect. Don't worry about me. I have a feeling that, well, all that work I did for these last 30 years has led up to this moment. I don't see another one coming. So, do what you have to do, and don't worry about me.
All right. I mean, if you're cool with that, we can head out, I guess. Have him draw out the lieutenant, and then Damon ambush said lieutenant.
Okay. So,
Is
is Damon coming out of the sewer? Or is he just walking the streets? Because he is a glowing robot.
I think we should all take the sewers as closely
I
as possible.
I did actually learn this when I leveled up.
Oh.
Would that
Yeah,
would
that's a
that
good
keep
point.
my glow
Yeah.
subdued for its duration as well?
It would make you straight up invisible.
And do I know anything about the capacity of various devils to have true sight or see through invisibility?
Why don't you roll me? I think that's a nature check.
All right.
You suspect that some of the more impressive devils might, but no, they're known for having dark vision. True sight is sort of a dragon thing.
Okay.
Talona will see you, but it is likely she would be the only one.
Okay. I think I only get 1 minute of invisibility out of it, so we're gonna have to have our timing down for this.
So you guys are all gonna come out of the sewers, but Damon's gonna come out first, invisible.
I think so.
Okay.
Will we have 10 minutes for me to cast, in preparation, Mirage Arcane?
Depends on how you do it. And
Right.
it's possible you could be spotted in the sewers.
This is true.
I mean, that would mean they can't fly in and out, though. So, assuming they don't just try to drown us.
Yeah. Tara knows that, given the story previous, they could very simply just lock the grates and turn a pipe somewhere.
I'll just wish our way out of it.
So maybe if there's another way for the rest of the group to approach, because if they lock the sewers and flood it, Dane will be stuck in there, but he's not gonna die. Just from that, at least.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of options here.
Could we move through buildings? Varel kind of looks at Egon.
I could probably get you a back path fairly close to the marketplace. But it's not surefire, and there are bone devils watching, so any mistakes and they could see us. You all don't look particularly stealthy. Though, admittedly, when I came in, I only saw Vero.
Zelda's like a little bit proud about that.
Yeah.
So stealthy.
I at least like the low risk of flooding.
You prefer
All these leaves that we stuck in our armor.
Well, I can direct you to the sewer, and you can make your way to the market. And when you hear a commotion, then you can come out of the grate, and we can see what happens.
So sewers or back streets? What do you all think?
Sewers, for old time's sake.
I suppose that should the worst happen, it would only take a modest amount of our magic to teleport us away from the sewers.
that's fair.
Very well. You make your way. How about everybody roll me a d6?
Isolde still has the contingency to spell, right?
I have what?
The spell that evacuates us to a predetermined point.
Yeah, but it has to be a holy place, and right now it is the tree.
Well, you wanted to reset it to the monastery.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah, we'll say you did.
did.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Look at all these
So,
numbers.
if
Nobody
all
wants
things
anything
go
to happen.
wrong, yeah, we can always use sanctuary.
We're missing Gert's d6, and I need to go pee. I'll be right back. Oh my god, look at you guys. Okay, so think of spells you'd like to prepare as you move through the sewers. I'd like everybody to roll a stealth check and a perception roll, and I will resolve that in a second.
Health check.
Nice. And a perception.
Ooh, 15 stealth, not bad.
I think. Oh, never mind.
Okay. So, oh my god, look at all these rolls. A lot of good stealth for the most part. Okay, so you make it through the sewers with relative ease. You sort of can map out, you can see the markers on the sewer walls of what city block you're on, and you feel very confident that you are underneath the marketplace. Above you, with your perceptions, which are very good, Isolde, you can hear beings speaking in Infernal. Does anybody speak Infernal here?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
So you just hear a harsh guttural sound, just sort of chattering between two figures. And you hear like hushed sounds as humanoids are sort of ushered through a market square, grabbing goods and sort of being policed along as they grab their supplies and leave. There's probably, the traffic above sounds like, I don't know, a dozen or so people engaged sort of in a line right now, getting supplies and leaving the marketplace. So it's fairly busy, and you wait below the sewer grate. Is there anything you would like to do? You have not been detected as far as you can tell.
Could I prep a spell here?
I mean, you could. What kind of spell?
I was thinking of prepping Hypnotic Pattern.
Oh, you're gonna need to see what you're targeting. So I think you would need to, like, that's tricky. Could you, like, prep it and then leave, like, move and then cast it? I'm not quite sure. That seems...
How long do we expect to last between starting the disturbance and her showing up?
That is not something you can fully gauge. What I would say is she's known to show up pretty quickly if her lieutenants are in trouble. And you, I think for the sake of just time, you will know that when you guys leave or like crawl out of the sewer, you will be able to make it to the surface 2 at a time. So like round 1, 2 of you will be out. Round 2, 2 more of you will be out. Round 3, another one. So you can pick your order of arrival, unless you have another means of getting out besides this grate.
Alright. When Damon casts his invisibility, I'm gonna cast Cold Shield.
On Damon?
No, on myself.
Oh.
With the staff.
Got it.
Just,
How many? Sorry, go ahead, Stan.
I said just to prep.
Okay.
How many people can cast invisibility? Can anyone else?
Not me.
Nope.
I can see invisible creatures, that's it.
I can pretend to be invisible.
Unless it does damage, I do not have that spell.
Heard. Nice. All right. Let's see. All right, Vosner will cast Flame Shield on himself.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, hold on. I wonder if I have something else. I have protection from good and evil on here. Perhaps. Oh, it's concentration. Yeah, I'll cast Flame Shield on myself. And make myself. Well, they're devils, so they probably do fire. So I'll make myself resistant against fire.
Okay. Make sure you put that in your shit. Okay, so just to get things right, Egon is getting ready to start a disturbance in the marketplace. And I believe at that moment, Damon is going to cast invisibility and go up out of the sewer first. And then the other, what's the second group of 2?
I think we leave our cleric for last, right?
That didn't go really well last time.
Well, that's always been a good idea, I think.
Okay.
maybe Vosner and Isolde second.
Yeah.
Okay. The nature of my behavior on the battlefield will be a little bit delayed, but we can do that.
Okay.
Or let's send Vosner in last, because he is healing too, but no.
Isolde and Varel second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Terran and Vosner.
Okay. You all rolled the d6. Nothing of interest in those rolls, so things are just gonna go sort of as planned. Egon begins. You hear some man shouting, and you think to yourself, "That's probably Egon up there." And he seems to be yelling at the devils, who are now yelling back in Infernal. And you all of a sudden smell smoke, as it appears that Egon has lit one of the tents on fire, which is your cue. Flickering light. Hold on, I gotta make it orange. As he lights one of these tents on fire and the smoke begins to fill the air, you can kind of see out of the grate where it's going. And let me move all of you, having skipped so much of the city that I prepared.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Pretty dangerous, John.
I'll get my revenge when your computers try to load this.
So many.
Let me reset the fog of war. Okay. The sewer grate is in the center of the market, so you guys are popping out right in the middle of everything. But I'm gonna put the groups, so it's Isolde and Varel are going out together, Terran and Vosner are going out together, and where the hell is Damon? Oh, he's invisible. So the other people couldn't see him. Alright. So this is what you all see as you pop out. Let's get it paused. And let's get some real good music in here. Actually, let's do this classic. Alright. Damon, you emerge from a sewer grate to see a number of citizens all standing in a line. All around you, barbed devils, Maragon, which are another devil type thing, are sort of posted up, orchestrating this exchange of goods. With the tent now on fire, a number of the citizens are sort of backing away in fright. And Egon, you can see over here, this is Egon, is sort of yelling with the barbed devils, who are now sort of pulling out their weapons to deal with him, as he sort of holds up his hands, surrendering, having created the distraction requisite for the task. And what would you like to do as you are the first out of the ground? Do you want to do something with this first round, or do you want to wait for the next two to pop out? Nobody seems to have noticed you.
I think I just want to get close to Egon, like basically stand right next to him.
Okay, he's here.
Whisper to him so he knows where I am in relation to him. And if anybody comes up and swings at him, I will prep to like shove him out of the way or block the attack,
Okay. So you
and
like
draw the focus to myself.
ready an attack on anybody that goes after him.
Yeah, but not reveal myself until
I have to in order to keep people alive.
Okay, so I will say that on this first round, this fellow moves to strike the sort of surrendering Egon with his. So you may react.
Yeah. If he's gonna strike Egon, then I will act to protect him. So whatever like the most efficient like single action I can take to do that is, if it's to stab him first or if it's to shove Egon out of the way.
Oh,
I'll do
well,
whichever of those.
you could shove Egon. Though you could attack. It's up to you.
Okay, yeah, I'll swing.
Oh, he has an ability? What's this ability? Oh, no? Okay. Yeah, you slice at this this guard as he's about to attack, and it catches him off guard. He didn't see you, and he looks completely confused. You're rolling in.
But does that
Does
does
not
that break the invisibility,
no
or does it
greater
not with
greater invisibility lasts until it's dispelled. He can't figure out what
Oh,
the fuck
nice.
just happened to him.
Okay, yeah, nice.
Okay.
Then hopefully that disturbed him enough that he is at least not going to swing right this second back at Egon.
Yeah. Nobody. Yeah, he's not gonna swing. He's sort of now in a defensive stance. He effectively switched. Now he's taking the dodge action.
Okay.
And next up is Olda and Veril. You pop out of a grate in the center of this. Oh, you're right about here. You both climb out, and we are going to start initiative because now they see you. Oh, I'm gonna have to get rid of that wall, huh? I'm gonna have to get rid of all these citizens.
Do we get advantage on initiative rolls with foresight?
Yeah, you do.
Oh. How do you reroll your initiative?
I didn't need it.
How do you reroll your initiative?
Just roll another d20 and I'll roll for Vosner. Oh yeah, Vosner and Terran, you're behind around anyways. So you'll climb out whenever it's your turn.
Alright, I should be 7.
That should be 19.
It's so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should have foresight all the time. Okay. Does that all look good to you guys, initiative-wise?
I'm not
Looks
first
good
for
to
a
me.
change, but I like it.
Damon, it is your turn. Oops.
We will. I will. Huh. I guess I'll swing again.
Okay.
And I will, in Primordial, like, whisper loud enough for this Maragon to hear me that you should flee while he can. If he understands Infernal, maybe he'll understand Primordial.
He doesn't. But he's freaked out. You swing at him, cutting into him. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. This Maricon goes next. He is going to flee. and he's literally running through the gate. There is more map over there for the record, but I didn't want you to have to load all of it, so it's hidden. But if you really want to go that way, you can. Just let me know.
He does get an attack.
Oh yeah, you get an attack of opportunity if you want to take it.
I'll save a reaction.
Okay. Next up is the Bone Devil, who is spending this round surprised. Barb Devil, also surprised.
Damn it.
The guy that just moved off, is that the general that we were trying to kill?
No, that was just a dude.
The baby-faced ones, right?
Yeah, that was like one of the weak ones. Vosner, it is your turn. Would you like to climb out of the sewer?
I look over to Taryn. Think, well, I guess this is us. So I'll pop out, and I'll begin casting. Or where? Do we see the guy?
No, there's nobody out here yet.
Could I just say or ask Isilda? I'm like, are we staying here? Are we luring him here?
You ask quickly, climbing the steps.
Yep. I ask it quickly. Do I get any response from Isilda?
I believe the answer is yes.
Sweet. I'll just start. Awesome. All right, I'll cast my spell here.
Okay. What are you casting?
Simple.
Oh, that takes a minute.
Well, yeah, I need time to cast it.
Okay, that's 10 rounds of combat.
Maybe 10 rounds.
No. All right. Well, damn it. Did it cast? No, it didn't. It's weird. All right. I will. I guess I'll hold my action here. And wait for the general. And once I see him, I'm going to cast Sunburst.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are going to effectively cast Sunburst. Okay, so in order to hold it, each creature. So you're basically, yeah, holding the spell so it'll cast it into chat. And oh god, yeah, that's a good point.
Okay.
I'm not gonna actually cast it right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to cast it now. I'm going to wait for the guy to show up. So I'll effectively hold or just take the dodge action until the guy shows up.
Okay. I'll just say you dodge on your first turn then. Isolde, you're up.
Alright, so these people are commoners around us,
Yes.
or what?
Citizens all around you.
I'm gonna yell at everyone that does not want to be involved in a fight needs to fucking leave.
Okay.
And then who's this dude?
That's just a guard.
Okay. So the
You saw
barbed
them
devil.
earlier. These were the dudes that had the baby faces.
Got it. Probably the bone devils are the worst bits. I am going to send a guiding bolt at one of these big guys.
Perched up on the towers around the market are these massive bone devils who have turned their gaze towards the market square now that there's a fire there.
Yep.
Go for it.
I think Beryl is correct. It looks like we're doing this the old-fashioned way. Oh, did I not rest?
You should have.
Hang on.
Yeah, looks like you forgot to do a long rest.
I take a long nap in the middle of the square.
Oh, that's
And
controversial.
then-
That's I think 3,600 rounds.
You have advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Thank God.
You almost hit with it too.
That was bad.
There you go. Holy fuck.
Nice.
Yeah, you hurl a guiding bolt through the air at this bone devil, who's sort of knocked on his butt from this surprising attack. He was just sort of peering over to see what the commotion was, and then out of this sewer grate comes Isolde firing radiant energy in a bolt. Is that your turn?
Yep. It's happening now, I guess.
Cool. Bayroll, you also emerged out of the sewer grate, and this is what you see.
What a sight! What a sight! We're gonna get that strobe effect on, I think.
Okay. Time slice. Got
Some
it.
time slices, and I'll pop that out and roll when I need to.
Cool. And that's your action, just casting time slice?
Yeah, and I'm gonna hang out here with my squad too.
Okay, and you are concentrating on that. Cool.
That's not a concentration spell
You're
on my
not
sheet.
concentrating on that. What are you talking about? Crazy. Alright, Taryn, you're up. Oh, you guys can move, by the way. Taryn, are you climbing out of the grate?
Yeah.
Okay.
How much movement do I have post climbing out of the grate?
I'll give each of you 5 feet, whichever direction you want to go. Because it is like a 10-foot thing and climbs half speed, so... Okay, maybe you have 10 feet left.
I'll kind of move straight up to kind of be a little undercover.
Sure. This one is glowing on the top here, having been hit with divine energy.
I will use my staff to cast what spell is Ice Ray on the glowing one. If it'll let me select him. Alright.
Yeah. He is resistant to cold, but you break through that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just make sure to apply these things again. Oh, wait. Undo. Oh my god. Okay, I think that should be good now. I believe it's fixed. Is that your turn? Oh, I guess I could put some actual music.
Then I will use my breath weapon as a bonus action on the guy in front of me. Kind of like this.
Oh, there is a commoner in the mix. Taryn definitely kills a citizen
Whoops.
with his breath weapon. But you did effectively do 7 damage to them. That should be 14.
Almost 7?
Okay.
Are they immune to all of that?
They were... Let's see. They are immune to poison and fire, and resistant to cold.
They shouldn't have that.
Yeah, so I did extra damage to them.
Alright.
I doubled the cold damage. You just rolled... Oh, wait, no, I didn't double the cold damage effectively. Hold on. 27 and a half, 13... Oh, no, I did.
13 cold and then 1 acid.
Oh, no, they should have taken full... Oh, wait, yeah, it goes from immune to resistant, I guess is what it does. Okay. We figured it out. The Barb Devil's turn. He's going to... I think he's... Well, he's on the ground. He's not as surprised. He's going to come at Terran with a claw attack. What does he have for multi-attack?
He takes 11 cold damage from my shield.
So -6. Or wait, no, he takes full 11. Oh, which means he should have taken that more earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the other guy should take that extra damage too.
Got it. Okay, and that's his first hit, and his second hit. And he's gonna swing his tail at you. Ooh, shit. Need a better song.
Yeah.
This one needs... Maybe this one's better.
And he takes 6 cold damage that time.
Okay. Cool. That is his turn. Bone Devil. Surprised. This one is coming forward to attack Vaz, who just appeared out of the grate. He is going to... Actually, he's going to hurl a flame. And miss as you're popping out of the sewer grate. He hurls a flame at you, and it doesn't do anything. The Maragon is coming forward towards Isolde and is going to attack you. Do you have an attack of opportunity if you want, Damon? On the Maragon.
Yeah, this one I'll take.
Okay.
So we'll swing it at.
As he rushes at Isolde, he gets blindsided by that. And he swings at her. And it just hits off your armor like it was nothing. And he gets 3 halberd attacks. All of these hits, Isolde, you deflect one after another with your shield. The baby-faced devil monster is unable to harm you.
Oh,
Okay.
a little scary.
At the top of the round, before Damon goes, all of the citizens are going to run as far away as they can. I believe that's all of them. And with all of this clash of battle, stepping out of this large Capitol building, you see a large figure. He's not glowing like you guys are, it's just his art looked really horrible without a little bit of light on it, so just so you can see him. But he's not like marked or anything. Anyways, you see this figure sort of stepping out. It sort of has this like goat hooves and bat wings, devil horns, and a long silver sword that is 6 to 7 feet long as he steps out, his cape billowing in the wind. You've noticed, by the way, as you emerged from the sewer, it's very windy today. In fact, stormy even, almost. Vosner, could you make me a survival check?
Do I get advantage on this, or is this
Hell
just
yeah,
normal?
you do. I guess you get advantage on everything right now. Vosner, you notice as you emerge, this weather is not natural. Something is causing this.
It's a magical effect. Someone's controlling the weather.
You know it.
Could I see, like, if there's, like, a center point of, like, this control?
I'll let you do a perception thing. Since you dodged your turn anyways, I'll say you could use this to gather information. So advantage with, or perception with advantage. From what you can tell, it's localized to the city, as though somebody in the city is manipulating the weather. You've seen this kind of magic before, once cast by Tetherman to make it rain in Mothstone during that fire with the cult. But you don't see the source of the spell.
Got it. Okay. I'll see if
As
there's...
Titavilis comes out of his thing, he kind of looks to the air and is... You can see he's very perplexed by the wind, which is rushing by him now, really picking up speed, as it's almost like making the fire go out, but it's also sort of fanning the fire and making the flames almost lick onto the next tent as the fire begins to almost rage out of control. And he steps out and goes, "What is this?" And he, that is his turn. He's just sort of moved out of the building. Damon, you are up. Oh, I'm gonna put him in the initiative. Oh, perfect. we'll just say that was his turn where he did that. But actually, no, he'll get to go next. Damon, you're up.
Right on. Damon, with his winged boots, is just gonna take a flying leap over here and swing at this fella. And again in Primordial, will, like, in as threatening a manner as possible, tell this one that you should get out while you can.
Yeah, he doesn't understand.
Yeah. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Titavilis is going to step forward. What is he gonna do? He's got some spells. He is going to target Terran, who's in front of him, and cast this. He looks out and says,
He's targeting me, and it's a
Yes.
spell.
yes.
I'm just gonna absorb it in my rod of absorption with my reaction.
Okay, so he speaks... Well, actually, is it a spell? I guess it's not, because it's just an ability he has. Sorry for the confusion.
Okay.
So he just speaks into your mind, "Who are you to challenge me?" And he... And he gets to make one sword attack. As he flies towards you, Terran, perching on this thing and swinging down at you.
I'm gonna use my reaction to shield myself with my wings.
Okay. What does that do? Does that reduce damage or AC? Or increase-
AC.
Okay. So
Oh,
that'll. How much does it give you? Oh, perfect.
+5.
Okay. So he swings his silver sword, and your silver wings block it as it clashes and it rings out this sort of high-pitched ring like a tuning fork being hit. And that is his turn. This guy is left. He fucking ran away. The Bone Devil gets to go. Bone Devil gets to move 40, so he's going to fly to here. Does he have a long-ranged attack? No. He's going to fly to here, and that is his turn. Perching up on this thing. This Barbed Devil is going to run around, because he's kind of stuck. That's his turn. Bone Devil. Flying over to here. Slamming down on the ground next to you. Vosner, you're up.
Sweet. So 60 feet away, I'm gonna try and place my sunbeam or my whatever you call it. Sunburst. Same spell slot. Shit. So I don't hit Terran in the face, but I get
Each
that other devil.
creature- Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty wide spot. So I wonder if I can move it over here and get more. Yeah, move it over here. Oh shit! Damn it. Sorry, I backed out of it. The template's too big, John. It's too big.
Where do you want it? You want it on the south side or the north side?
We have directions here? I thought this was
You want
the
it
shadow
up
book.
or down?
Up.
You want it to hit Titavolus?
Titavolus, if I can get 2 of the Bone Devils in there without targeting any of us.
Oh yeah, I got the perfect spot for you. Ready for this?
Yep. There we go. With the beat drop.
Okay. Except for I fucked it up. So let me
Waiting for the beat drop.
cast it again from your character so that we actually get it. Oh my goodness. This is too hard. There we go. What's it look like when you cast Sunburst?
You see sort of my glyph that it's not a glyph anymore, sort of looks like dragon scales, like going down like half of my neck and like underneath my armor, like just slowly start to glow green as what looks to be like part of the fire getting sucked up into a singular point and then all of a sudden growing and then exploding out this sunlight.
You might as well have set off a nuke. The light in the sky, in comparison to the normal shadow, is so bright that all of you find your... So the template is placed in such a way that the damage of the spell only affects this small area. Okay. A creature blinded by the spell must make another constitution save. Okay, so this guy's blinded. Where's that at? There. Who else is blinded? Fails, succeeds. Oh, everybody else succeeded. It isn't blinded. Okay, and then oozes. And it just stays there each turn?
I don't know. I don't think it does.
Okay.
I think it's just instantaneous. It's like a one-off.
Okay. So they can make another save at the end of their turn to be unblinded. But all of you are sort of narratively blinded by that, but not actually. And Bosner, is that your turn? Would you like to move or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of do a half move behind Izzy over here.
Okay. Isolde, you're up.
All right. That was very bright. I am going to do a similar sort of effect. And let's see here. I'm gonna place a blood blizzard.
Oh yeah, can you guys not see Damon? He's right next to Taryn.
Cool.
Ooh. Yeah, nice. What's it look like when you cast Blood Blizzard?
Just the sort of usual, like, gathering up bits of viscera and blood that has been spilt. And if there isn't enough, it'll draw directly from my opponent's open wounds to form this blizzard of frozen blood shards.
Yeah, it starts to shred into Tidavalus's bat wings as he tries to protect himself from this onslaught, but fails, taking extreme physical damage. Varel, you're up.
Varel isn't showing it, but he is absolutely delighted by the blinding light and cloud of blood his squad has brought forth. But since he's strobing through random points of time, he's gonna stay put. Maybe I'll move just a little bit to about there. And then I believe I'm going to set Tidavalis on fire.
You would know most devils are immune to fire.
I believe since I know devils are immune to fire, I wouldn't do that. Alright, let me see here.
But moving away from that bone devil means he can attack you once.
He's blind, correct? Is he the blind?
Yeah. Say he can't see you, so good point.
Woo!
Oh, I forgot. Well, you guys have foresight. Every monster has advantage or has disadvantage against you. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. Yeah, it's a really good spell, guys. It's a 9th level buff.
Am I supposed to be rolling things with advantage?
Oh yeah, everything you should be rolling is with advantage, and everything against you has disadvantage.
Hot damn.
Alright, I'm going to disintegrate Tidavalis.
Okay.
Cast in
Here
the...
we are.
And I'll have Mishra force an 8 for his dex roll.
Okay. So, here's what happens. Wait, why did it do -0? Oh, he saved. You forced it to fail. He is going to burn a legendary action, or resistance, to succeed even though he rolled that failed save. And this is what's going to happen. You shoot out your disintegrate ray, and he puts his wings in front of it to protect himself. In doing so, you completely disintegrate his wings, and he drops to the ground, losing his fly speed. But he does not take damage.
He's a real
Badass.
bastard.
That's so fucking cool.
Upon seeing that, Varel perhaps makes eye contact with his squad, perhaps not, but kind of looks at them expectantly, like, well, you need to clean that up now. That'll be my turn.
Taryn.
So it's impossible for me to save. So I'll see you all in like 20 turns.
Impossible for
I'm
you to
just
save what?
from the frightened ability.
Oh.
So I'm gonna be frightened, and I'm just gonna go 60 feet straight up.
If we kill Titavillus, then you stop being afraid, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay.
And
We'll call
question.
him.
So
Well, hold on. Let me read the frightened thing from him. What does it say?
So I got
you
dash
roll-
away.
I can chronal shift. Well, if you can't roll it, then
Yeah,
re-roll it.
like a nat 20 would. I have a +0 mod. So
And that 20 would still succeed. In this, like, you would still count. In the case, doesn't need a dash, so the target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of their turns. So Taryn flies away in fear from Titleist.
Just conserving spell slots for Lona.
And, oh, I forgot to mention, instead of setting up a ton of walls so that you guys couldn't really see, like, your characters can't technically see beyond, like, these buildings. Like, you can't see the backyard of these things. But for the sake of just ease of vision, I've made it so there's no walls blocking your view. But Taryn, now this high up, you can see very far down the road where it kind of bends and stuff. You can see over the top of this city administration building.
all right, cool.
Um,
So I'm gonna use my bonus action to see if I can get my breath weapon back.
Sure. Okay.
Nope.
Barbed Devil is going to move towards. Actually. Oh, he doesn't have to. He's going to swing at Damon with disadvantage because he knows there's something there. He's sort of swinging wildly at an invisible Damon, who is hard enough to hit as it normally is. And he misses all of his attacks. The Bone Devil gets to go. Flying and perching right here, and that is his turn. This Bone Devil. Flying and perching right here. Barbed Devil. Throwing fire. I gotta remember to do the disadvantage. Yeah. Hurls fire at you. You guys feel just like, as you're empowered by this buff from your... Who was it, Mel that gave it to you? I think? That sounds right.
Or Hrodel?
Hrodel, yeah, Hrodel must have done it. Yeah, that's a little bit high level even for Mel. Hrodel, this buff from Hrodel has made you just feel unstoppable, as though everything that's attacking you is just like willed by the divine to not get to you. This guy swings at his Oldo with disadvantage.
I have a question.
That's
The
incredible.
the sunbeam or the sunburst that I did, I
Uh-huh.
saw they were all doing it with advantage. Aren't they
Oh.
just straight rolls now?
That's a good point. This guy, let's roll that again. It was a Constitution saving throw. Let me
Yeah.
just do that. Yeah, it's a success from him, I think. What's your DC on that? 18. Yes, so he succeeded. Who else succeeded? Titleist succeeded. He would have used... I'll just say he used the legendary reaction. Or thing to not take that.
Right. So he burns. he's
Yeah,
now
so we
burned
burned
more.
another legendary resistance off of him.
Nice.
Okay. Damon, it is your turn.
Okay. From the empty space where I am, you just hear like electrical disturbance and like discharge. And then I guess I think Varel can see me, but probably he's the only one who then sees me disappear. As I use this. And I will target the 5 I'm gonna do here.
Oh, okay. You could
So
have
it'll
just
be-
targeted them all with the thing, I think.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, you wanna undo it.
Sure. How do I target multiple?
If you
There it
hold
is.
shift when you're alting. Oh,
Yeah, I think I got it now. Okay. So I'll just cast it again.
oh, yeah, it only hit the one. Okay.
I think it's just gonna give me all the rolls now, like queued up.
Oh, okay.
And then like to the right side of Titleist is where I want to land.
This is so many times. Yeah.
This is my last one.
Ooh,
Ooh, yeah.
Yo.
My
Yo.
screen is just dice.
Yo.
What
Lot
the
of dice.
fuck?
Yeah, and then I will end right here.
Yeah.
And I will again speak in Primordial. And I will just say to Titleist, the city is ours, in like a guttural primordial roar.
Scary robot.
Titleist, who's now like sprawled out on sort of half on this tent, half on the ground, uses his turn to cast a spell. You hear him say, "City Market, help." And that is his turn.
Oh shit.
The Bone Devil is blind and dead. The Barb Devil is gonna come through here and attack Isolde. Hey, a hit. And that is his turn. The Bone Devil is going to attack Isolde as well. With a hooked polearm and a tail. Swinging at you with his polearm with one side and then spinning around to strike you with his very sharp barbed tail. You deflect one with your holy symbol and the other with your shield. Bowser,
Fuck yeah.
you're up. Who knew four characters with 9th level spells would be so good?
Who knew?
I know, right?
D&D 5e is so broken. This fight is like CR 600. It doesn't matter anymore.
It does. Okay. I'm gonna cast Sunbeam. Assume the spell slot. And then I gotta figure out how to. Oh, cool. Take that, laptop. Alright, I'm blasting Throttle. Did I get him?
Titleist?
Titlebolus, whatever his name is.
I was gonna say Hrodel is the little dragon that.
Hrodel is like your dragon.
Throttle is my protege, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what is that?
Sunbeam?
Yeah. But it didn't auto do the
I
save.
don't- Yeah.
So Constitution saving throw DC 18.
Mm-hmm. Somehow I targeted Terran,
Oops.
but not.
He is hit by this.
Nice.
And he is blinded.
Nice. Yeah. So, yeah, I essentially just open my mouth and yell out or roar, and just a beam of sunlight just erupts from my throat, and I blast this guy right in the face.
Okay, and this is a concentration spell, and so you can use the sunbeam over and over each round as an action if you like.
Yep, that's what I'm planning to do.
Cool, cool, cool. Isolde, you're up.
Alrighty. So the blood blizzard does damage again. I assume on my turn.
I would imagine it's the start of their turn.
Okay.
Which means
Did we do that at the
or
start of
wait.
their turn?
Let me read it. Blood blizzard. When the area appears, each creature, blah blah blah, the creature takes that much. Creature must also make the saving throw if when it enters for the first time or ends its turn there. So Tidalus, he ended his turn there. He's gonna take the let's see, 21 con saving throw. He wouldn't have been blind yet. Technically, he has advantage. He does succeed. Is it half on a success?
I believe so. There's my spell. Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah,
half
yeah.
as much. So roll me 4d10. Wait, oh my god. Last time you rolled this, you rolled a 38 on 4d10.
Well, it's come back around.
Yeah, holy fuck. It's like almost exact opposite roll. Yeah, he takes he takes 4. That's incredible. I was like, wow, Blood Blizzard does a lot. And then I was like, 40-10? How did she do 38 last time? That's statistically unlikely. Okay. So that was now it's your turn.
Cool. Yeah, I'll hit him with some guiding bolt.
Yeah. You fucking do. He is almost dead.
Noise.
You see him like wither, like writhing on the ground, coated in arcane energy, blind. His wings disintegrated. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Cool. Feral, you're up.
Yeah, I could kill that guy, but I don't know. Doesn't really feel like my style. So, in the interest of battlefield management,
If you kill the guy, I get a turn. If you don't,
Oh yeah.
this
Terran
is
up
true.
next.
That's a very good point. Okay, in that case, we're gonna kill that guy. And I think one of my cantrips is gonna be the way here. It's really weak though. It's not too weak. So yeah, we're gonna death knell him. Feels appropriate.
Sure. He succeeds. It shouldn't be half on a save, is it? Cantrips are usually not half on a save, so he doesn't die because he succeeds.
What a bastard.
Yeah.
Well, I tried, Terran. Hang on. Could I? Feels retconny. Could I chronal shift that to try to get a reroll?
Sure.
Oh, I'll cast it again, I guess.
Okay. does have advantage. Yeah,
Well, damn.
he's very good at these. He's got plus 11.
Varel is humiliated. He knew it wasn't his style. So, fuck. See if I have any good bonus actions. I don't think so, so I'm just gonna end my turn.
Okay. Taryn, you are up.
I'm gonna go 30 more feet in the air, and then 30 feet in this direction.
Should be a
And
90
then
then.
breath weapon.
Yeah. Barb Devil's turn. He's
That's
going to attack Varel. Oh,
It
shit,
may
he
hit one
is-
of my dupes here. It actually doesn't. It hits me.
But he... Oh, does he hit? Oh, he does. And then he's going to claw... Oh, sorry. Oh, he hits again. Did it hit you again?
Let me roll again. It does indeed.
Unlucky. He swings with his tail. And misses. Okay. Bone Devil's turn. He's going to fly in here and swing at Varel.
I will hit a duplicate.
Alright. Well, he misses anyways. And that...
Also hits a duplicate.
Okay, I will undo the damage then. So, he pierces into one of your, other duplicates, and it, gets stabbed through the chest and evaporates into nothing instantly. That is the Devil's turn.
Okay, I have 3 duplicates left.
Cool. This one is also going to join in, swinging his hooked polearm at you. He misses. Oh, that one will hit. Does he hit a duplicate?
Yes, it does.
Okay, undo the damage. You are getting very lucky with these duplicates. Now you're down to 1 or 2?
2.
Okay. And this spirited barbed devil is rushing towards Varel. They're all
course he is.
ganging up.
We'll get out of here. I eat that.
I love
When it matters.
Okay. Alright, so lots of swings on Varel, who's just dodging all of these barbed tails. And his illusions are dropping quickly, but he's still hanging in there. Aragon swings at his old... Yo, you guys should have foresight all the time. This is crazy. They can't hit shit. Damon, at the top of the round, before Damon goes, with Titus sort of bleeding out on the ground, a figure appears on the horizon. A winged devil, angelic-looking being flying. You have seen a being like this before. When you were deep in the sewers of Luskin, excavating those ruins, you saw a being just like this, flying at you with immense speed. 150 around is a very powerful being. I'm going to say she was 100 away, and so she gets 50. Flying towards you, Taryn, as you're up in the air, really high up, you see her coming in hot.
Alright, looking forward to dashing straight at her.
Sweet. Alright. That is the start of the round. And I'm going to say the rest of the commoners get the fuck out of here. So those
Component
are...
of this.
Except that one commoner, of course.
Who's dead, because Taryn
Mm.
murked her. Damon, you're up. Lying in front of you is Titovolus, bleeding out on the ground.
Okay. Well, don't want him to cast any more spells.
How do you execute this lieutenant demon or devil?
I am not even looking at him. I look over to the horizon, and say, "Finally," and just like stab him in the skull. And then I am going to fly. Let's say 10 feet up.
Okay.
And then come this way.
Okay.
And hope that she makes the mistake of trying to fly directly over me.
Got it.
And that's going to be my turn.
Very cool. Talona comes. She flies straight at Tam,
Yep.
who is 90 feet up. She's also 90. And she is going to do. Oh, what does she have for abilities? Hold on. Twice with her flail. Ooh, yeah. She swings twice with her flail. Ooh, ooh.
She also have disadvantage.
Yes.
I'm gonna use my reaction to shield myself with my wings.
Okay. So she hits you with those wings and it blocks her hit.
Yes.
And then she's going to swing at, or she's going to touch you with this.
Is that D20s?
It is a ability she has.
And it's a Constitution save?
Yes, and it looks like you failed.
I get another one though.
Oh.
Because I have advantage.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. Alright.
Okay, she touches one creature. The target must succeed a DC blah blah blah, or take all that necrotic damage, which you did. You are resistant to it, so that's fine. While poisoned in this way, the target is also blinded and deafened. The target may repeat the saving throw at the end of each of their turns, affecting itself. You are blind and deaf now.
Right, so I can't cast spells.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. That is Talona's turn. Titovolus dies. Bone Devil is dead. Barb Devil is still swinging at his Olda. Nothing. Bone Devil swinging at his Olda. Okay. Losner, you're up.
Cool. Well, I guess I'm not going to have a minute to cast this. So, what's the range on this spell?
Are you using Sunbeam again?
Yeah, I just need to know what the range of the spell is. I think it's pretty far. Right. Okay. Alright. So burst. 6th level. 60-foot line.
Mm-hmm.
She's 90 feet in the air.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just going to. I guess if I walk anywhere, I'm gonna get attacks of opportunity on me.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. So, 3. Come on. Don't consume a spell slot. I guess I'm gonna try and not hit Varel here. No, one more. Shit. Damn it. Essentially, I'm just trying to get the 2 devils next to me without hitting Varel.
Oh, yeah. You want me to cast that for you then?
Yeah. Hold on. I think I got it.
Oh, nice, yeah. And it did the damage. Sweet. Yeah, Bosner lets it rip again.
Yep. But they're supposed to be rolling straight rolls, I guess.
No. It's only they have disadvantage on attacks against you, and you have advantage on attacks against them, but it doesn't affect saving throws that way.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I missed that out
All right.
once earlier, but okay. Isolde, it is your turn.
All right.
Oh, I guess one of these is blinded, right? Yeah, didn't even think about that. So the one who failed is now blind.
How far away is Tola? Oh, because she's 90 feet up in the air. A bit. Alright. I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon. Do I get advantage on that? Oh, it hit anyway. Nice. Okay. So the spiritual weapon is like right here behind that barbed devil that it just killed. Nice. So that was my bonus action. And then for my full action, I'm going to take the disengage action.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to run around this way.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Bayroll, it is your turn.
Yeah. Damon, I think, is still in the vicinity, as is Vosner.
Damon
As
is
is
here.
Izzy's. What's that?
Damon is here, you can tell.
Good. Okay.
Oh, I don't know why I don't have you a true sight. 1 second. There you go. You should be able to see Damon now.
I cannot, but I'll refresh afterwards, and that might change it. But what I'm gonna do, this is feeling a bit claustrophobic. But I'm gonna Misty Step out and then use a cantrip. If I cast Misty Step out of the Ring of Spell Storing, is it still just an ordinary bonus action?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to do that. To go 30 feet. I'm going to get up right beside Izzy here. And then I'll sling another cantrip at the injured Bone Devil to the southwest.
Okay.
The old Chrono Spike.
Yeah. Technically, you have advantage on that, but if you want to roll, just roll a d20 in case you get a crit. Okay. So, yeah, you hit it for 22 damage.
And that'll be my turn. We'll have more to do next turn.
Well, that should be 44 plus 12 now. So, it should be another 3.
I'll take it.
If you want to modify your spell and fix that, that'd be cool.
Can do.
Taryn, you are blinded, deafened, and 90 feet up. You no longer are afraid of Titleist because you are very scared of this being.
Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to take an elixir of health, so that should cure those problems.
Ooh.
And then I'll have an action. Oh, she's still right there. That's
Yeah.
suboptimal.
It's a good elixir. You pull it out, chug it, and in front of you is a horrifying figure. She looks like this.
Yeah, that's horrifying.
Amazing.
So I'm going to start. Just cast a fireball from Alora's staff at her, just to see how this goes.
She appears to be immune to cold damage, but because of your ability, it should be what, just resistance?
I think so, yeah. Alright.
Minus 16.
Cool. Be pretty useless this fight, gang. I have movement, but I can't do it without an attack of opportunity, so I guess I'm just gonna, like, chill.
Okay. Barbed Devil is dead. Bone Devil is almost dead. Swinging at Vosner, who very surrounded. Missing twice. Bone Devils swinging at. Yeah, Vosner. Wow. You guys should have this buff all the time. Barb Devil is gonna come towards, I think, Izolda, because it's Izolda's weapon that's hitting him. Okay. This guy is gonna come forward, attack Vosner. They're bound to hit with disadvantage eventually. It's gonna be cool. When they do, everybody's gonna be like, yeah. Alright. Damon, you're up.
As I look up at Talona, can I see the amulet at all? Is it around her neck?
Yeah, I'll say that you can see it. It's glowing. It's a glowing sapphire color.
Okay. Then I am going to use my turn to dash and go 60 feet straight up, just to get closer to her. With my intention is to, if at all possible, try and like break whatever cord or chain is keeping it around her neck, and then use telekinetic powers to whip it into my hand.
Oh.
That's what Damon is thinking to try and do.
Yeah.
With Plan B being just square up with her if it comes to that. But I think so far it seems like she can't see me
Yeah, I
either.
see.
So
you're trying to use your invisibility to... Yeah, I see. Just to basically, like, steal the necklace. Dang.
because I just watched Taryn, attack her and leave her mostly unfazed.
Sure.
So things are going okay right now, but I don't think this is a fight I want to try and draw out if I don't have to.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But I'm not there yet. I'm just giving you an idea of
Okay, so
where
you're
I'm going with
flying
this.
towards her, trying to steal the necklace, and that's your turn then, moving.
And really missing haste at this point. But
Yeah, it's a good spell. I mean,
Yeah.
invisibility, also good.
yeah,
Kelowna is going to swing again at Taryn here. Okay. And then that was what?
I've got to use my wings to block this one.
Okay.
Because otherwise I'm just dead.
And then she swings one final blow at you with her warhammer.
I'm gonna chronal shift if this is bad.
Oh, I don't know why it was a single roll. My bad. Let me roll another d20. Okay, so what a hit. Burst of cold. That does not seem to affect you. To each creature within 30 feet of it. So that would also hit Damon. Damon... Oh, there's not even a roll for it. You just take... That seems kind of BS, but whatever. She's like a god. Damon, you take 3d6. Let's say just take 10 cold damage. Make sure you make a con save to make sure you keep concentration on... Yeah, I figured as much. But, yeah, you take 10 damage, Damon. I'm going to say that when she hits you with that cold, she notices the outline in the sky, having the frost or the ice ran into something. And she's sort of aware that you're present, even if she doesn't know exactly where you are, moving quickly. So that thing hit Taryn. Oh, and it's supposed to do fire damage. Oh, is this thing not programmed right? Oh, it does that. Or 19. That's so strange. Oh, when used with two hands. Gotcha. So she's only using it with the one hand because she's got the flail in the other. That is it. For her turn. Barb Devil. Swing at Bosner.
Any of them hit? My computer's frozen, so I can't see
No,
what's
they
going
did not. Not yet, anyways.
Just fishing for a strike. Got it.
I mean, There's a 100 chance that I roll a crit on you. Bosner, it is your turn, though.
Sweet.
You want to just
Uh,
beam 3 of them?
Is Veril still there? No, he Misty stepped away, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm to the northeast of you.
Sweet. Well, since I feel pretty immune now, I'm going to. Oh, there we go. Wild shape into a wind elemental.
Okay.
All right.
Let's pull that
So-
up to the old thing here.
Yeah. And
Put
then
Bosner over there.
I only have 99 hit points. Dang.
You got that ability at level 10, so.
That's true. I was almost a god then.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to go, I guess, sort of like at a 45-degree angle.
Everybody just ignores the devils.
Right. And they're like, okay, that's enough.
Okay.
I'm going to go and sort of stay out of reach of the lady. If I can get maybe 10 feet further south of her. My computer's being weird.
Okay, I got you.
There you go. Am I like 30 feet away? Because I would have assumed that I saw that blast of cold energy.
Yeah, I'm guessing
No.
you're 60 feet up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm about 30 feet away from her, and then I'm just gonna blast her with a sunbeam right to the
Okay.
face.
Sounds good.
Let's see if I can blind her at least.
You want me to cast that?
Yeah, if you can.
She's good.
Yeah.
Does 6 damage.
I
Nice.
feel like
Yeah.
they're pretty much resistant to everything.
Yeah. But I'm gonna try my best to blind her, or at least keep her attention.
Yeah.
She,
Her attention is drawn to you. Isolde, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to inflict wounds on this barbed devil.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yep. What's it look like when you delete this barbed devil?
It's the usual sort of inflict wounds where she is sending this necrotic energy in and lesions are opening, but it's almost like it has lost control, and so the lesions open and then they deepen, and then like his head becomes severed from his body and his arm gets cut at 3 different places and he falls into pieces.
That is, not only does he like dissolve, he like literally is just gone. As your mark just channels all this energy, and there's an explosion of light as well. And Talona, sort of seeing this immense power, you hear her cry out from up high, "I've seen this light before." And she is going to use a legendary action to swing at Terran.
Good use. Good use. There's nothing I can do, so I'm just gonna take it.
I'm gonna counter or Chronal Shift.
Okay. What's that do? Rerolls?
Yeah.
I mean, she has to roll like a 2 to not hit me, so.
Well, I tried, Terran.
So it hits Terran. Terran gets
follows my death.
slammed and then falls 90 feet and hits the ground with a thud, taking 1 failed death save.
No.
Can I use telekinetic powers to grab him?
Ooh. Yeah. Is like is it a reaction to use that?
It is not. It is an action.
Um. I'll say
But does he
this.
fall? Does he fall the whole 90 feet all at once?
Yeah, effectively. There's like a certain amount that you would fall passively. I don't know. You know what? That's one of those things I've never really liked about D&D. Let's just say he gets knocked unconscious. At the start of his turn, he will fall 90 feet. So if you want to do something to prevent that at the start of his next turn, that's coming up. But
Nice.
Varel could do something maybe.
I
Alright.
can.
So I've only used my action. My bonus action is going to be to move and attack with my spiritual weapon,
Got it.
which will be at the barbed devil.
Yeah.
Let me look back and remember what level I cast this at. This was pretty high.
It was 5th level.
That's what I thought. Just want to make sure.
You're hitting the bone devil. What are you hitting?
I'm trying to get the barbed devil behind me.
Got it.
Where are you, spiritual weapon? Nice. Alright, that concludes my turn.
Okay. Varel. Top of the round. Damon, still invisible, but you see him flying towards Talona with great speed. Terran is knocked unconscious, beginning to free fall out of the sky towards his death. And an air elemental is also flying towards Talona, shooting light beams at it. Behind you, 3, 4, 5 devils are closing in on you. What do you do?
Yeah, I felt safer with the air elemental behind me, and then he flew off. So yeah, we gotta save Terran, and then I'll try to survive what happens here. So what I will do is cast Vortex Warp on Terran. He can choose to fail, or probably will fail the save, in order to be teleported right at the feet of our cleric.
Ooh. 90 feet away? Yeah, I'll count it. Yeah, so you warp Terran to right at this tent.
And I can consume a potion as a bonus action, right?
Yes.
On myself? Alright, I'll do that in anticipation of fighting all of these devils here.
Cool. Terran, it is your turn. Make a death saving throw.
Do I get advantage?
You do. Foresight,
Alright.
good buff. Come on, 20. Oh, well, you succeed at least.
Yep.
One success. Bone devils coming in. They're all surrounding. Varel, he's swinging at you.
Got my d20 ready.
Does that hit? It looks like it hits. So roll the d20. We'll see.
I eat it.
Hits you. All right. It's poison sting. It misses. This bone devil's coming in, swinging at Isolde. Missing. You're just dodging all of these piercers coming through as you're just like deflecting it over and over with your shield. Like you just
Hyper-focus.
see it coming, not even paying attention almost, just reaction. This guy's coming in, he's squeezing in here to attack Isolde. Double crit. Oh, damn. Alright. At the top of the round, Damon. How long you guys got today? Sometimes we have to go early, sometimes we got... What are we
I'm
looking
good for time.
Good until 3, I think. Or the
So
next
good until
hour.
3.
Okay. Damon, it is your turn. Well, actually, at the end of that turn, let's see, let's do this. Talona's gonna turn towards you as an air elemental and try to, wow, look at that 40-10 roll. And she's going to, and you succeeded, very nice. She tries to light you on fire as an air elemental, and you ignore most of it, kind of absorbing it into your body. The wind, by the way, is beginning to pick up, and you can see Talona, who's been like sort of hovering, begin to struggle to hover, as though the wind is sort of, what's the word? Catching her wings in a way that she can't anticipate. It's beginning to be like hard for her to keep flying. Damon, it's your turn. You also notice this effect as you're flying. Flying this direction is half speed.
Towards Talona is half speed?
Yes, and away from her, this direction is double speed for you right now with the wind.
Okay.
Cool environmental thing.
Then I think I'm going to I think I'll Misty Step up to here. And I'm going to try and cut the amulet off her body, or otherwise break whatever's holding it to her.
Sure.
I don't know what kind. Is that like a?
Oh,
Is that like
sorry.
a sleight of hand, or should I just make an attack?
Yeah. Usually these kinds of things are like near impossible. So I'm gonna say it's like a grapple check to try to just grab the thing. Well, no, grapple would be athletics. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna have to roll sleight of hand against her acrobatics.
Okay. If I can't do it with foresight, wowza.
Not sure I need to roll, but yeah.
Yeah.
You
All right, so
go to grab in, and she senses you coming and smacks your hand away and deflects your attempt.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So that plan's probably not going to work. Okay. I think that's my turn.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Talona, seeing you grab at the necklace, grabs it with her own hand and begins to activate it. For the record, Damon, as you're close to Talona, you can see on the back of her head, sort of hidden from view, glowing brightly, a mark you've seen before. It is the mark of Asmodeus. She is going to channel into her necklace. Where did I put that? Did I not put it? Did I fuck that up? Alright, hold on. Oh, man. I swear I made it a thing. remake it. Sorry, everyone. 1 second.
Can we take a quick 5?
Yeah, take quick 5.
Making some sort of progress down here.
Okay, I think I've got it. She's going to clutch this amulet, and let's see. She targets any number of creatures and objects it can see, so it's not going to be you, Damon. Attack. That. Oh wait, I gotta hold shift. The 4 of you. She squeezes the amulet and a blue light comes out and shoots beams of energy at all of you.
Cool.
Each target creature must succeed a DC 26 saving throw or be restrained in her telekinetic grip. At the end of the creature's turn, you can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on a success. At the end of her turn, it can move each creature or object in its telekinetic grip up to 60 feet in any direction, but not beyond 60 feet of its 120 feet of itself. In addition, it can choose any number of creatures restrained this way. Oh, it can choose. At the end of her turn. Yeah, okay, so she's going to do that damage at the end of her turn. The question is, do any of you have react to this? And one of the things you can do is probably re-roll the saves because you all have advantage. So let's start with that to see if anybody succeeds. Actually, unless you get a 20, it's not going to matter because DC 26 is going to be hard for you as none of you have over a +2 to strength save.
Could I react with a temporal shunt?
What would that do?
It triggers a wisdom save, and I could converge and feature that if I wanted to get tricky. And then that would cause the attack to miss or the spell to be wasted, but I'm not sure if that's an attack or spell.
It is an attack. It's, well, it's an item use. I mean, yeah, it's not an attack in the sense that she rolled. I'm not quite sure you could do it on that.
Okay.
But if anybody wants to use an ability that, like, makes them immune to it, like Isolde might want to legendary resist it. Or something.
Yeah, give her a second. She's down here. We
No
thought we
worries.
were taking a break.
I know. I'll. You know what? We will take a little bit of a break. I gotta pee. Sorry.
Cool. All right. Back in 5.
Okay. Did anybody come up with something?
And possibly. Yep.
Okay. What is everyone doing in response to the casting of this spell? Like blue
I'm gonna
tendrils
use-
sort of come out of the sky and lasso around all of you as it goes out of her amulet. And you're all being like restrained by it. What are you doing?
I'm going to use Raynor's ring.
Okay.
To use a legendary resistance.
Okay. So that prevents the thing from grasping you, and you don't take the damage at the end of the turn. Anyone else?
Would I be able to use a convergent future on this? Because I don't think surviving the strength roll is even within the realm of possibility.
Yeah. What
So,
would Convergent Future do?
I'll post it. It lets me re-roll and then decide whether the number rolled is the minimum needed to succeed, but my only hang-up is that minimum needed to succeed isn't even a possible roll for me.
If you are willing to take a point of exhaustion, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, it's just going to affect my movement, but I don't move much anyway, so...
Okay. So I will undo the damage to Varel. Terran is unconscious when he's hit with this tendril. It's sort of
I'll
pulled.
just take a death save.
Terran takes a death save.
No.
And Vosner is an air elemental. Oh, are you immune to restrain?
I think I am.
Oh, she tries to lasso around you, and technically it wouldn't do that. Each creature... Yeah, so she can't do damage to you because you're not restrained. Alright, so we've effectively undone all of the damage, and
Oh, she managed to
except for
lasso
Tyrion-
her.
except for one death
What
save.
about Damon?
Damon
She
is
can't
not
see
seen.
Damon.
Oh, good.
So she casts that ability, thinking it's gonna bring you all, and she says, heal! And she tries, and all of you use your magic to divert and reject, as her amulet does not have the effect she wanted it to have. She has lassoed around Terran, and she is pulling him upwards, 30 feet in the air.
Fuck no.
He is now like hanging in the air out of this like strange blue lasso that's connected to Lona's neck.
Since he's moving away from me, can I use a reaction to grab him?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I'm gonna grab him.
Alright, it's going to be an athletics check. And I'm going to say the... Ooh, this is going to be impossible for you, it looks like. Technically, the lasso's pulling at a DC 26, but I'll say the DC's 20. So you have advantage on it to try and grab.
Yo, let's go!
Yeah.
Right. Isolde, you reach out and hold on to Terran. He does not go up.
Miraculously.
Okay. Wow, that was not the turn she had hoped for. Barbed Divil. He's coming... Let's move this guy out of the way. He's coming into this blood blizzard at Varel. Actually, no, he can just walk through. Never mind. Sorry. Coming at Varel.
Got my D20 ready. 2 duplicates left.
Oh, he's incapacitated. How is he incapacitated? Spiritual weapon. That's not incapacitation. Must I doing something I don't know about.
No.
Alright, swing. Swing. Oh, there's a hit. Does it hit your illusion? It does not.
It
Hits
does
you
not.
for 5. Oh my god. You're forever absorbing the 5 damage hit and blocking 40 damage hit.
I like it.
You guys can see the future, so I mean it kind of checks out. Alright, he's swinging at you with his hooked polearm. Hey, you hit. That does hit you, right?
That does hit me.
Stinging at you and missing. Bosner, you are up.
Woo! Cool. All right. I will sort of continue to be a little shifty. I'm going to move sort of over here. This is within range, but out of her range. And then just fire another beam at her. Let's see if my computer will let me do this. Oh, no. John, could you cast that for me? I gotta take this phone call.
Yeah, I will
Cool.
cast the sunbeam.
My turn.
I just did the sunbeam real quick. Takes 5 damage and is not blinded. Yes, it is your turn, Isolde.
All right. I am still gripping Terran, and I am going to cast Heal, and I'm gonna upcast it, and think about how much I love him, and I'm gonna heal him for 80 health.
Damn.
Hey, I might survive a turn, guys.
Wait, if it's at,
Hey.
it should be 90 health. If it starts at 7th, and or it starts at 6th using this.
Oh yeah, 90 health. Sorry,
90 health.
I can do math. Also, if you were blind, deaf, or had any diseases, you're cured now.
All right.
You are
He's back.
still restrained by the tendril.
But I'm also still hugging you, so
Yeah.
it's a contested restraint. As my bonus action, I'm gonna attack the barbed devil again with my spiritual weapon.
Nice. Feel free to do so.
The gift that keeps on giving.
At the end of your turn, Talona is going to... Oh, I forgot to do that at the start of her turn. That's okay. She's going to cast a spell. At Isolde.
I'll probably counterspell this.
You need to be 60 feet.
Oh, why not? Damn.
I might counterspell it.
Ooh, okay. That is a spell. You can counterspell it if you would like to try.
Okay. And if I just use a 3rd level counterspell, I have to roll 17.
Oh, you know what? Finger Death is 60 feet. I can't do that. So
Unless you come closer.
she can't do that and do the spell as a legendary action. So I guess she's going to yeah, she's gonna spend her legendary action to teleport over here. 60 feet up. And that is her legendary action. Okay, that was special weapon. Cool, apply the damage. Veyroll, you're up.
Okie doke. Let me just see something here. Yeah, there's a lot of activity around me. So, in seeing Talona, this spell won't affect her, but it'll affect the troops below her. I'm going to use my staff to cast Hypnotic Pattern. Let's see if I can catch them all. This will get everybody but the devil right to my left, and this shouldn't get Talona, but it keeps targeting her anyways.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just undo it.
Okay, a couple of fails there.
Okay, Bone Devil is incapacitated. Where's that? Not stunned. Unconscious. One of these is incapacitated. I'll just say he's unconscious. It's easy enough. Who else failed? God, I just filled my whole screen.
Maragon.
The Maragon. Yeah, he is also unconscious. Okay, is that the only two?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay, yeah, two of them are knocked out. Is that your turn then?
I'm gonna take a little bit of movement. Will I take damage if I go into the Bloodstorm?
Yes.
In
If
that case,
you end your turn there, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll pass
Or
through it to
enter
get.
it for the first time.
Or enter it. Okay, so don't pass through it.
Then I will stay put.
Okay. Taryn, you are awake with 1 point of exhaustion.
I'm going to cast Firestorm, and so it hits everybody. And I'm going to burn a sorcery point to make it do thunder damage.
Okay. So you're gonna stand up, I'm guessing, first.
Sure.
Okay. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. Wait. Bone Devil rolls negative 94? I guess they're unconscious, so there's something funky happening. I don't really care. I'm gonna let it happen.
How much damage did the thunder seem to hurt Talona at all?
It did. It was. You don't get the feeling that she's resistant to it.
Okay, she just has so much health that it did not affect her health.
She very strong.
Okay. That's my action. My bonus action is going to be chug a potion. No, I'm not going to do that yet. Bonus action, I'm going to try to get my breath weapon back because there's nothing better to do. Got it.
Nice.
And then I'm going to end my turn with a strength save.
Yes, to see if you get pulled up.
And I basically have to get a nat 20.
Yeah, but you have a 1 in 10 chance because you have advantage. Okay.
Yep.
You are restrained. Okay.
Alright.
Bone Devil is dead.
So, what happened? I leave.
Talona teleported. And
Cool.
the end of Taryn's turn, she is going to Finger of Death on Isolde. Which is what she wanted to do the whole time.
So she would be within 60 feet of me now, right?
Correct. Are you going to counterspell it?
I believe I am.
Okay, cast the counterspell. Do you want to upscale the counterspell to make it guaranteed, or do you want to just roll it?
What would that be? Probably 6?
Yeah, so, well...
That would be 7 for me.
I'll let you do an Arcana check to figure out what the spell is as she's casting it, if you want to. It's a regular roll because of foresight plus disadvantage of exhaustion. You can tell it's a 7th level spell.
And we saw earlier she was resistant to radiant damage when somebody cast Vosner's Sunbeam, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That sounds right.
In that case, so my Timeless Crown of Stars is useless. So yeah, let's do a 7th level counter spell.
Okay. You effectively negate the spell as it leaves her hand. And she says, "Magic!" And she just spits. And it is the Bone Devil's turn, who is now going to attack. Terran flat rolls because he is restrained. Oh, it's giving him disadvantage. Or advantage. Let's see if I can get a normal. There we go. Is a 19 hit?
Yeah, 19 will hit.
Stabs you with his pincer as you held aloft by that blue tendril. Maragon is dead. God, Damon.
Okay.
At the top of the round,
Oh.
Damon, you feel the
Yes.
wind getting more and more intense as you can now move triple this direction, but at a third speed this direction. And it's easier to fly downward than it is upward right now. And also, make me a perception roll.
Hey.
In the distance, you can see a number of bone devils kind of moving towards you. Other patrols probably being summoned given the extreme explosions and light. But you also catch sight of another figure. Another winged humanoid-looking creature. Black wings and red hair flying in the air, carrying a giant lance, flying at you with lots of speed, or at least flying in y'all's general direction.
Interesting.
Okay. I am going to first cast this.
Okay.
So that's rolling.
That's not concentration.
It is not.
Okay.
And then I will use the triple speed to move this way. And I'll drop down. Let's see. I'll go down 20 feet, drop to 70, and then I will use the first one of my
Sure.
little motes.
You have advantage on the attack. Now the stars are like circling around your invisible body.
Yeah, but that one just goes whizzing by her.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will end my turn.
Oops.
Whoops.
No, you're good. Talona is up. She is going to... Let's see.
Oh, you know what? I bet those light motes flying around my head probably give away my position a little bit.
Yes, but suppose that you're there, but she still has disadvantage on the attacks for two reasons: invisibility and the foresight. But
Cool.
you can make attacks at invisible people. If
Yeah.
they've attacked at you, you can kind of guess. So she is going to swing at you on her turn with disadvantage. Oh yeah. Can you beat a 31?
If it's 31, I cannot.
She
So
swings at you for 55 damage. Make a Constitution saving throw to see if you can keep invis. Oh yeah, you hold concentration on your invisibility, and she's going to swing a second time. Okay, that makes more sense. And then she's going to swing with the hammer. Okay. So she swings out. Let me undo that damage. As you, an arcane shield arises out of nothingness and blocks her attack. She looks furious. And that is the end of her turn. Barb Devil. What's this Barb Devil up to? Oh, he dead. Nice. Bone Devil. This guy is going back at Veyroll.
Oh, should I have taken damage at the end of her turn?
Oh, that's a good point. Yep. What was that damage, though? She squeezes the Sapphire Amulet. Return 7d12 force. She does 53 damage to you. That was a mean roll.
Cool.
As she pulls you towards her another 30 feet. Oh, 60 feet. Does anyone stop him from moving? Zolta, do you try again?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, roll athletics then. Advantage.
Could I help at all?
You are unable to keep him on the ground. Taryn is 60 feet up again.
Am I just floating 60 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's say you're about here. The wind
Yeah.
sort of blows you. I'm gonna say the wind blows you like this way. So you're being like, you're a kite right now. This Bone Devil is going to attack Veyroll. Oh wait, did I already do that? No, I didn't. Swing and a miss. Swing and a stake? No, miss. Okay. Vosner, you're up.
Okay. I will use, I guess, triple movement to fly over to this lady.
You mean double
Yeah.
movement?
Well, what about the wind? And I'm flying.
Oh, good point, good point. Yes, so you have a fly speed of 90, so yeah, you can just get there.
Yeah, alright. Well, my computer's frozen. So,
I move you over to
I
her.
will fly over there and try and grab the amulet out of her hand.
Ooh, alright. We're gonna do a sleight of hand, unfortunately, is what you have to roll against it. Are you sure you want to try that?
I mean, that's our goal. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
we can't harm her any other way, and we're just gonna die here, so.
Why can't you harm her?
Well, it's either I do radiant attacks, which are kind of useless, or we get the amulet and run before backup arrives.
I mean, you can punch.
So, I could punch, but I don't know if that will have a good effect on her. So, let's try this
Just do what your
sleight.
character would do, man. It's okay.
Gonna do this.
Oh!
Shit.
I'm gonna say you
Hell yeah.
grab onto the amulet around her neck. And it is... Let me make a roll here. Roll me a d6, Vosner.
Okay.
Let's see if the amulet breaks off the chain or not. You're holding onto it, and now she's holding onto your hand. And let's roll hers. Her athletics, or no, acrobatics. Let's see. She is holding onto your hand as you're holding onto it, but she is not able to break free of your grasp of it. She can't will your hand free. And now she is caught up with you. She has dropped her warhammer out of the sky. It's fallen all the way down, as she's used her now free hand to keep you from doing what you're doing.
Could I teleport away with it?
It's still attached to her, so I would say probably not.
Okay.
But if you can, if you do another round and can break it free, then I'll allow it.
Okay. So I guess that's just my action. Then. Technically I have 2 attacks, but I don't know what you want to call on that.
I will let you use one of your attacks to try to wrench it free. And for this, we'll do athletics against her athletics. Or her... Yeah, we'll do her athletics. Here's hers. Oh!
Oh, no.
Oh shit.
You wrench the amulet free. It is in your hand.
Oliver,
Nice.
you absolute legend.
Sweet. I will then use Saloon's Mark to teleport essentially over here.
Okay.
Or no, into the grate. Like straight down to where I was.
Yeah, alright.
Into the source. And just yell out in I guess Aaron or Zephyrin, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, alright. Very good. Yeah, you've got the amulet, and you are now in the sewer.
Does that release Taryn?
Yeah. Now Taryn is released, and because he can fly, he can catch himself on his wings here, so he does not fall.
On the wings of an angel.
Isolde, it is your turn.
Alright. I would like to get as close to her as possible, like standing on the bones of this bone devil.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to distract her by casting harm.
Okay.
Let's do it hard.
Nice.
She resists. And this isn't one where you actually, if you succeed, or no, half as much.
Yep.
She is immune to necrotic damage.
What? Is this something I would have known from the beginning of the fight?
You might have had a feeling. I don't think most devils are immune to necrotic. They tend to be immune to cold and fire and poison.
Fair enough.
So this is particular to her lineage.
I cuss her out, real hard.
She grins as your magic flows over her, and she seems to just bathe in the dark necrotic energy as necrotic ooze pours out of her eye sockets.
Gross.
Is that your turn?
I'll still bonus action attack this bone devil with my spiritual weapon. It's just doing its own thing in the background here.
Yeah. I'll let you take care of that. Veyroll, you are up.
Vosner went to the sewer grate, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so it looks like we're planning an escape. Taryn can fly, Damon can fly, so I'm going to Dimension Door to the sewer grate. But if Izzy would like to come along with, as she's within 5 feet of me, and my size are smaller, we can Dimension Door right to the grate.
I am willing.
Okay. Veyroll and Isolde bamf out. It doesn't need to do that. Down into the sewer. I'm gonna put you like off the map here.
Does it seem like it's something that will be accessible for everyone to extract themselves?
It's sort of under the body of a bone devil, but you can sort of crawl under it.
Okay.
The question is, what are you gonna do when she uses her legendary action to swing at Terran with her flail?
Oh, am I within range?
Yeah, she's got a 10-foot.
To 23. Yeah, I can't get out of that, so I'm gonna die again.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
No.
Terran gets hit out of the sky and begins free falling once again.
Damn it.
Whoops.
Terran, it's your
Um,
turn. You fall 60 feet.
Cool.
And you take a death saving throw as you hit
Yep.
the ground hard.
And then I get my own death save.
Yep.
Not 20? Nope.
Well, an 18's
I
pretty good.
went.
Bone Devil is going to
Attack.
let's see. I guess he knows a little bit about Damon. He's got a fly speed. He's gonna fly up to where Damon is, I guess.
Where is Damon?
Up in the sky next to Talona.
Oh, I guess I can't see him because he's invisible.
I'm about to drop that anyway.
Okay. At
Ooh.
the top of the round, Damon, you see this figure coming at the distance. A figure you recognize, flying fast. And
What figure? Where?
from the
The
south.
Dario.
What?
Damon, it is your turn.
Fucking damn it.
Okay. Damon.
Oh, by the way, she is glowing.
Glowing. So both her and Talona are glowing.
Yep.
And Hadario made a deal with Terran.
And then
I
I'll
don't know.
kill everybody.
I think. Oh, jeez. I think I'm gonna have to just take the speed, the triple speed, to get to Terran's body.
Okay. She gets an attack opportunity.
Which, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take that.
She swings. 23. Is you.
That actually would hit me with shield, and I don't want to use a spell slot. So
Well, you still
I
had
think
invis
I have.
up. You still had invis, so you should have +2 AC from concentrating. Or is
Yeah,
that...
so that would only put me at 22, but I think I have a feature that lets me increase my AC
Yes.
by 2.
As long as you don't cast anything above a cantrip the next turn.
The turn after this one. Is that right? Or for the rest of this turn?
That's a good point. Let me see. What does it say? Where's that feature at? Arcane Deflection, right? When you are hit, saving throw, reaction, AC. When you use this feature, you can't cast spells other than cantrip until the end of your next turn. So it would be this turn and the next turn, technically. I'll just give you this turn, though. I won't make it 2 turns.
Well, I think if I use shield as a reaction, does that mean I can't cast another spell this turn? Or because that's a reaction,
No,
can I
no,
still
that's
use my
still good.
action to cast a spell?
Yeah, you can still use it.
Okay, then I will use shield.
Okay.
Because then I'm going to grab Terran's body, and we're gonna get together with the rest of the crew.
Ooh, and Dimension Door.
Yeah.
As you're doing that, you see Talona turn as a Hadariel flies in that direction. And as you're like getting to Terran's body, you see Talona say, "Sister," angrily, and you bamf out of there. As
Angrily.
you are in the sewer now of Waterdeep. And I think that's where we'll end this turn, or this
crap.
session.
Awesome.
Wow.
You guys can now figure out how you're going to escape out of the sewer.
I wish we could find a way.
Oh yeah,
Oh, boy.
I mean, I guess that's a good point. Varel, your turn is coming up soon, or ish. Are you
Ish.
just gonna wish and teleport out?
I was thinking if we made a run for the sewer, if she knew we were there, I could wish our way through it. But yeah, that was what I was gonna appeal
I mean,
to.
if you use wish to just replicate a 8th or low level spell, you don't have to you won't lose it.
No
Wish-
risk of the.
Right, there's no
Okay.
risk when you use wish in that way. Wish is just like all of the spells in the game, you now have access to them, level 8 or lower. So-
Teleportation is a 5th level spell, so I could just
And
blink us
teleport is a 7th level spell that you could probably
Ah.
just use to instantaneously teleport.
out. That's even better.
So if that's your goal, is just to use that, then we can pick up next time with you outside of wherever you're teleporting to. Where are you teleporting to?
Izzy has a safe haven sanctuary in Koldahar, right?
Right now it's
Mount Karen.
Johaf's monastery for little fish.
Yeah, that's a good place.
I mentioned Johoff before casting it,
Okay.
and if that's met with acceptance, that's where we'll go.
Boom. You guys arrive at Johoff's Mountain Temple.
Oh, fucking shit, we did it.
Holy shit. I mean,
That was
Egon
close.
is definitely going to get executed, though. That was
The only civilian that died during that battle, we killed.
I don't think anyone needs to mention that.
There's a lot of civilians that are going to die after that battle, though. She's going to be pissed.
Maybe.
Yeah.
She lost the amulet, and Hadariel's coming at her hard.
That's true. What was that all
Damon would
about?
also Damon also would mention that to you when he had the time.
Yeah.
That
One of these
evidently
days it'll be
Talona and
like-
Hadariel are sisters. Talona did not sound happy to see her, but that was the last I saw.
Did you get a look at her mark?
I did
Oh,
not, but I did
Hadariel?
see that he had one.
Oh, I can't say anything. I'm still dead.
Oh, I'm healing you, buddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, first things first, Terran is healed, which means he's at 2 points of exhaustion.
Welcome.
Man, did you have a rough day?
Yeah, that was not a fun fight.
I'm so glad you're alive.
I as what is it? Hadariel was flying towards us.
Mhm.
Did I notice the storm shift?
Yes. You noticed that the storm was getting more and more tense. You also recognize that that is a spell that can cause that effect. You do not know who is
Yeah.
causing it.
Gotcha. All right, but I did
When we-
notice that. Okay.
When we met Hadariel, is that around the time we also started bumping into ice devils from Kania?
Yeah,
Yes, the
That
Ice
was all
Devil
in
was
the
working with her.
ruins.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the Ice Devil you all killed, actually, and then came back and ran into her. And she beat the shit out of you. But then the Queen of Luskan showed up and she bailed.
Man,
Like a devil would.
so much has happened.
So much has happened.
It's only been like a minute, right?
Yeah.
How long was that combat? Like maybe 5-10 minutes?
That was like
It was like
6 or 7 minutes.
7 or 8 rounds, so like 50 seconds.
Wild.
So we jumped a dude, got jumped, stole a dangly, and then we bamfed.
And Terran fell out of the sky twice in that 50 seconds.
Oh
was-
man.
For me, I was pretty aggressively useless.
I mean,
know how
she
it
was
feels.
pretty aggressively coming for you, though.
It's like she had some bovine with you.
Some beef.
Beth. Boof.
Bad joke. All right. Well, that was a lot of adrenaline for one day.
Yo,
One down.
next time we can find out if we can use that amulet. Because
Yeah.
being able to just pick things we can see and grab them and crush them.
Yep.
Pretty useful for
Pretty useful.
next time we're gonna fight. What's her name? Valindra or whoever else.
All of them. Yo, that was sick.
Yeah.
That was sick. Good fight, John.
Yeah. Yeah. Really good.
Yeah, I guess we just can't beat everyone up like we used to. We have to be tricky. Yeah.
I like the trickery.
Me too.
Yeah.
And Talona didn't die, so she gets to come back whenever I
Yay.
want.
Yeah.
Hooray!
We're doing a real bad job of
That's
finishing things
true.
with these generals.
It's okay. At some point, you'll just fight all of them together.
Boy.
It'll be fun. Yeah.
There'll just be one for each of us.
There you go.
Oh my god. Hopefully a level or two from now.
You know, good point. You guys just hit level 17, right? That was like 2 sessions ago.
Yeah, pretty recent.
Yeah.
I don't know how much like, I don't want to make this so you guys are only level 20 for like 1 session. I'm gonna say getting that necklace is probably a big enough milestone that y'all hit 18. Cause
Yikes.
Yo!
Oh my God.
Wow.
I will be unstoppable.
Oh my lord.
The T-Rex has got those little extendo arms now. It's gonna be great.
perfect. So then the next, the thing will be, I guess, the getting a hold of how many things did I make you do?
Was there 4 total that we had to get?
Yeah, there's 5. There's 5 of the dragons, and one of them's the crystal, so that's not an amulet. The green. Let me look at them. Generals. Yep. Okay. So amethyst, is on Valindra. Sapphire, you just got. Topaz was on Verminard and is now on the neck of the Queen of Luskan. And the last one is on the neck of that
assassin guy?
shadowy assassin that beat the shit out of Joe off and almost killed him.
And we still don't even know that one's name, right?
I believe it was given to you. Let me look
Oh,
at
it was.
Yeah, I think so. I think I...
Janice?
Janice, yes.
It's Giannis. He's
Or
German.
Janus.
Huh.
I think.
Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, whatever pronunciation you want to use.
Janus?
Janus, yeah. Perfect.
Janus.
Beard assassin.
Beardy McStab beard.
I'll have to get here early next time to level up. It's exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, because we still have to get to level 19 and then level 20, and then we still have, to finish the game. So there's a lot more stuff to do.
All right, and then we got to think about next campaign. Jeez.
Yo.
I don't know. After I complete this, I don't know if I'm gonna go on holiday.
Don't worry, Stan's a doctor. He can be in charge of the next one.
I'm in.
I'll be the next Doctor God.
Dr.
Yeah, you could
God.
Hey,
be.
I'm down. I'm down. If anybody wants to run one, I'm happy to play it. I will say, running for 5 players has been a lot easier to manage RP wise and battle wise. So like, I really like this size. I miss Tim dearly, and I miss Matt dearly, but like, it's so much easier to run for 5. I can't believe this campaign started with like Dargil as well. You know, Chris and
Yeah.
Sam also playing. Like, that was so many players. Oh man, and you guys all
AMC the
have,
fighter.
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That's crazy. It's been a long ride.
And soon, eventually, Damon's gonna have Wish too.
Oh
It's
my
gonna get
lord.
so
Yeah,
fucking
or foresight.
yeah.
What other things does a robot wish for?
Yeah, Vosner
Be a
has
real boy.
foresight.
Sorcerers swap out one spell when they level up, right?
I gotta take a call 1 second.
Yo, by the time our next session happens, there's a decent chance I'll have seen the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
No.
We'll be inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I'm
can.
really excited.
Tickets to
I'm
see
really
it
excited
next
for the
week,
movie.
so we probably won't be able to play next weekend.
Oh yeah, this movie still doesn't come out for 2 weeks, so I figured it would be at least 2 weeks.
We got sneak preview tickets.
Because we're nerds and shit.
We're
Lucky
going on the
you guys.
26th.
That is exciting.
Exciting.
Yo, it's by the same people who directed Game Night, and I love Game Night.
Gonna be terrible and awesome.
I can't wait. It's gotta be great.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, this was extremely fun.
Oh yeah.
All right.
See you nerds
Alright.
soon.
See you
I
all.
miss y'all already. Great
See
session,
y'all.
John.
Yeah.
Miss y'all already.
Bye.
Miss you too. Bye.
I'm back. All right. Well, thanks everybody for another wonderful session. Oh, everybody's gone. Okay.